What's going on, brother? How you
Hey,
doing?
what's up? What's up? How you doing?
Good, good. How's
Good,
everything on
man.
your end?
Good, good. Just having a good time. No,
Oh, yeah?
I was trying to clean up my office and I finally brought my record player in here and was able to kind of display some of my vinyls. So I was jamming
So
out to some scores.
what vinyl or I mean not vinyl for your vinyls, what record player do you have?
Oh, it's some like Walmart thing I got. It's called the Victorla.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like an all-in-one unit. I don't have nothing like
It's a
special
good
with the
yeah, that's okay. I feel like it's a good starting point to getting
yeah.
in, you know.
Yeah. I was looking who put it out?
What's up,
Was it
Frank?
Yamaha, or did they do one?
Okay.
I don't remember, but it's a really nice one, but it's like $300 just for the player, no speakers and stuff. So I was like,
Yeah.
what's cool with this though is this has like a CD player, you can stream, it has a tape, cassette player right here. So it has all you can listen to all types of audio. It was pretty
That's
cool.
yeah, I swear it with vinyl records especially, it's a slippery slope because I know you can spend quite a bit of money getting into that, kind of like with this
Hmm.
hobby. So
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it's I've been collecting records like more specifically because I think we've talked about it before with like movie soundtracks and
Yeah.
just how you start diving into that and then you see there's like all these like various releases that are out there,
Yeah.
different color variants, which has definitely become more of a prominent thing in recent years. But it's
Hmm.
a fun hobby to get into. I mean, you just got to pick and choose, especially with I think how many movies we buy.
Right.
you know.
What's up? Oh, you're muted.
Up.
Muted. Muted. um, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Sorry, guys. There we go. All right. Gotta pull Frank. What's up, dude? I'm gonna go through the chat. Just say hi to everybody.
We need to
What's
get
up,
Frank
Jeff?
in here.
I know he's always so busy.
He's elusive.
Cool.
What's up, everyone?
Um, as far as like you were saying, because it's hard because like they announced, didn't they do the thing from Waxworks is coming.
Those
Can you hear
those
me?
are well,
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I had a issue.
nice. Ryan, do you collect vinyls?
No,
Okay.
I collect
It's
CDs.
dangerous. Don't do it.
Again, it's I always want I always have to like tell myself, is this another hobby that I need to get into? Because my problem is that if you get into I feel like if I get into something, I go it's like both feet first, basically into the hobby.
See,
So
my problem was I had thought about it for a long time, and I really wanted to get into vinyl, mainly for movie scores. And then I wasn't going to do it because I didn't have a player. Then for Christmas, I got that record player, and I was like, well, now I got to do it. So it was funny. It was so like right before Christmas, and so then me and my wife went to Target because I was like, well, I know they sell vinyls, and it's something
yeah.
quick I can go to real quick. And we got like some Christmas vinyl, but dude, they're expensive. I wasn't aware of how expensive LPs were.
Oh, it's
I figured it was like a CD, I don't know, like $12,
oh no.
$10.
No, they're
Did you
pricey.
Jordan,
Yeah.
did you see on you were talking about waxwork, but I think like the Phantasm, I think is like 45 or $45 or something for
Yeah.
I know it's a couple records like a 2 or 3 disc set, but
Yeah.
still that's quite a bit.
I pre-ordered the Thing from Waxworks. And so they had two options. You can get the Thing, just the normal vinyl record, which the
Mhm.
like, sleeve and everything is really nice. And that was like $40. Pre-ordered that, but you could get the option for $80 that comes with like a hard, rigid, like slip, like
Breaking out the ice.
two-sided
Doesn't it?
case that slips together and it looks like the ice is breaking.
This is I just went to their website. This is literally the third time I've attempted to get Nosferatu, and I forget about it, and then it sells out.
Dude, it sold
Did it
out
sell
again.
out again?
Again,
So I almost got it because I have Nosferatu. Oh wait, not Nosferatu. I'm sorry. Continue on. Forget it. Forget what I said.
Because I know
We'll
that
go back to that.
they previously put out. I know that they put out the Northman, and I can't remember if they put out some of their other like Egger's other releases, but yeah, I didn't think it was going to sell out this quickly. I mean, I don't know if it's just the hype of the movie or what, but
I have Nosferatu, but see, I got it from Target.
Oh, okay.
Online. But the problem is I didn't get the cool, vinyl. I didn't get like any of the artwork. It's just a plain black. Plain black.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, which I mean, at the end of the day, it's the music, that's really
Are you talking about like the record itself, like it's not colored or anything like that?
No,
Okay,
it's just a plain simple black one. Yeah. But I did see someone was bringing back out The Witch.
That I don't know who's releasing it, but the one that I have is it's one of the colored variants. It looks so nice.
Yeah, I just have a black one.
Is there more than one?
What is it?
Yeah, different companies do different variants of the pressing. I don't remember which one. The one that was coming out, they're re-releasing. I can't remember. The one I have is just the plain black one I got from Amazon.
It's like it's I don't know. People I've seen collecting in that hobby, you can go to like the extreme with all like the variants that they put out, and different websites have limited releases. Like on Reddit, there's a subreddit that I'll follow where it'll announce all new releases that are coming up. Same with like what we're into, and man, I go on there, I'm like, dude, I got to put this down because like I don't need to be putting money into this on top of everything else.
I did that with the House of 1,000 Corpses box set when I went thrifting at a Second and Charles. They had a lot of really good, cool vinyls, and I was just like, I can't get into this hobby. It's just too much.
Yeah, I have that, and then I got Rumpelstiltskin, which I think is my favorite one that I have. I got that through Greyface.
Okay, now that one is the green and blue one variant.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw the pinwheel one, the it's like I think a purple and yellow through.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of. The pinwheel ones for me I'm not a fan of personally.
No, the Smash. I think the other one that you have is like the Smash variant. Those ones are. I think those look a lot nicer.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
sweet.
Didn't your Rumpelstiltskin 4? Didn't you get the box set? Didn't that come with the CD too?
It did, and I didn't realize it came with a CD. So I pre-ordered Rumpelstiltskin, and then I was like,
thought that third disc was like bonus features or a DVD?
Yeah. I figured that's what it was. I didn't think it was a DVD. I thought it was more bonus features, and so I was like, well, I'm going to pre-order the vinyl. And plus, I had just gotten the record player, so I was like, oh, cool, I'll just get a vinyl. And then I got it, listened to it. It's amazing stuff. But then I saw it was a CD. So I have 2 copies of the soundtrack.
That's okay.
Nice.
It's still
yet to see the movie.
Oh, dude, you need to see it. It's fun.
I'm thinking about picking because I didn't get the Trick or Treat box. I'm thinking about getting that one.
Oh, the slipcover?
Yeah, just the slipcover one. Because at the time, I couldn't justify $70 after shipping, for that box that was so limited, and they were going like this. I was like, I couldn't justify it at the time.
I saw was it the Archivist, that store?
Yeah.
They got all 3 of the variants of the limited edition slipcovers again, or at least just the last stock they were selling. I saw.
Yeah, but how much are they?
I don't know. Probably. Well, it was 66.66. I think it was, wasn't it? I honestly think that's what it was.
I just remember those prices jacking up after that sold out.
Oh yeah, when I remember when it first came out, and then that one, I think it was the third variant sold out. Dude, eBay prices went crazy, and they were selling too. People were buying and paying for that, which is ridiculous.
Would you guys say that out of last year's releases that was the one that sold out the quickest, or maybe I guess
I would say the Keep sold out faster.
When did the Keep was the Keep that was Black Friday, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The Keep, definitely. Well, because you figure too, with Trick or Treat, you had 3 different options to choose from, so you had more of a supply, I think. And the key, yeah, I think they knew what they were doing personally, because they knew that the hype was so big around it.
I was
I
like,
don't know.
Yeah, and Vinegar Syndrome is way more popular, and I think Variant B or the one that nobody wanted or something, the least liked out of the 3, I think took a while to sell out more than A and C.
Well, yeah, I mean the thing it crashed Orbit and Diabolic.
that was like
I
a,
remember that.
it
Yeah.
was like a frenzy trying to get on there to, because I remember I was driving. I remember I legit pulled over. I'm like, all right, I got to do this real quick because I know this is not going to last long. Like I got to make moves.
Yeah. I actually got mine straight from Synapse.
Okay,
And
think
because they
mine
had
was,
theirs a little longer.
what cover did you get for yours?
C.
I think that's the same one I got.
Yeah, it's oh man, I have it right here. I can show you.
I think Neverending Story was another one where Imprint or kept shutting down. Like it took me 2 hours to order the Neverending Story big box, and because I thought it was going to just sell out, and so nope, you can still get it though.
Is it completely sold out now? Did they go through them all?
I still don't think so.
Well, I mean, $200.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the one I got.
Yep, that's the one I got. I honestly,
that
one I was really happy with going with that option.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this was an awesome release. Well,
But I
speaking
saw
of, go ahead.
this. Oh no, I was just gonna say the slipcover one that recently released. It looks like they have like different reversible art that you can swap out or whatever.
Yeah,
compared
yeah, they have ones that's not available on here.
Brian, you got to be the guinea pig. Just pick it up. Be cool.
We got to see it. Someone's got to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was debating because I saw Arrow had it. I mean, Orbit had it in stock, but I gotta wait till like next week because I'm broke as a joke this week. Like, you know how hard it was for me to fight not getting that Super Mario thing at the discount right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
Jordan, did
It's
you
so
did you
hard,
pick that
but
up?
Huh?
The Mario Brothers box or the box set? Do you already have
Yeah,
that?
I didn't get the, Trust the Fungus one. Last year I got the one up.
Is it worth it? I guess that was never that wasn't a movie I really grew up on like that. So
I mean, look, it's more of a nostalgia thing. The movie's obviously not the greatest, but I think everything that it comes with, I mean, it's one of those that it's your typical umbrella release that they put everything they possibly can into one release. So,
okay. I don't know.
and I'll be honest, I think kind of the hype train helped it too.
Oh, for sure.
But
That's
it was
sold like
definitely
crazy.
one of the biggest boxes of its time when it came out.
yeah, exactly.
Like before Caligula, before. I mean, I feel like everybody's trying to one up the boxes with stuff you don't need.
What's up, Dark Rooms?
Hey, there you go, Steven.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know.
For $70 or something, or no, it's like I think it's
I don't
down.
remember.
I think you get it for under 100, especially. I put in I had it in my cart now with everything, and I just couldn't. I couldn't justify it. I was like, food or the one up this week.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you can get that and just go with ramen for a week. It's doable.
Yeah, but no, I'm good. I can wait. Same with the Mission Impossibles, bro. It went that sale from Barnes and Noble, all the 4Ks for Steelbooks for like $15. That was another one that I had to like fight
Really?
off.
I didn't know
That was
about
a
this.
fight off.
That was part of their Paramount sale.
And then they had one I was gonna get one. I was gonna get the First Wives Club, one of my favorite 90s movies, because it was down to $11.99, but they didn't have any in stock. So after shipping, it was still normal price that was on Amazon. I was like, well, that's stupid.
Yeah, I really was looking for the Paramount Presents Bring Out the Dead, but I couldn't find it.
Thanks, Darkroom.
Yeah, did that one sell? I felt like that, and am I thinking about like that in Chinatown?
Chinatown sold out really quick, and that one I pre-ordered through Amazon when they brought it back, and it was like a 2-month waiting period to get it. after it already released. So I pre-ordered it, paid for it, and they're like, it's not going to ship for 2 months.
So did you ever end up getting it or no?
Yeah. I actually
okay.
just watched it again the other night. Rewatched it.
It's funny
It's a
because
great movie.
those movies to me, I did not think that I just kind of picked them up because I enjoy those movies, not thinking that they would sell out quickly like that. And then I
Mhm.
just saw that they didn't last long.
It's interesting to me what sells out and what doesn't at times.
Mhm.
Because there's been plenty of times where I thought something was going to sell out instantly. I think Ryan, you and I were talking about Demolition Man. We thought it was going to sell out
Yeah,
immediately,
I
and
thought
it's
that
still
was gonna.
available.
Dude, that's the only
Oh,
reason I jumped on Deep Blue Sea when I did. I got it because Orbit. When I see Orbit's got it in stock and I really want it, that's more of a okay. I know I'm going to get it really, really fast,
mhm.
Mhm.
kind of a thing. Because I was just waiting for that to drop down to like 32 or so. Because I was like, if Demolition Man didn't sell out, Deep Blue Sea is not going to sell out. So I'll wait till it goes down a little bit.
Mhm.
But lately I've been buying Arrow at full price, which kind of hurts
Yeah,
sometimes. Like I just got what I just pre-order. The Long Kiss Goodnight.
yeah, I pre-ordered
Oh
that too.
yeah.
That one I'm excited
Which
about.
which I don't like their point systems because their point systems barely make any sense. You barely save any money with their point systems. Like I had like $10 I saved, but at the end of the day I only saved $5.
What I always try to do is I'll pre-order through Arrow because you don't have to put any money down, which is nice. Problem with that
Yeah,
is you forget about it and then you look and your bank account gets charged.
that's why I'm broke
Um,
this week.
right. So what I'll do,
Because before moving, I had so many
Mhm.
pre-orders that just all started like piling up at once. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
That's the
So
worst.
I'll pre-order through Arrow, and then what I'll do is as it gets closer, and I have a little extra money, I'll cancel that and order it through another site. Because usually, if you order it from Orbit, Diabolic, the movie, places like that, you're going to save a little bit of money. I've noticed. So that's what I try to do, and the Arrow pre-order is just kind of as a placeholder, just in case.
yeah,
So
I
wait,
know Chase from AVA Pop Culture does that. I think he did that. I think he did that with Deep Blue Sea too, because I got mine and he ordered from Orbit, still hadn't shipped yet, so he canceled it and just ordered it from Orbit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it got like
mine.
way faster.
But see, I made the mistake because that'll bite you because I pre-ordered Dress to Kill through Arrow and I thought I canceled it and then pre-ordered it through the movie room and then I had 2 copies. So
so did you have the Kino one before that release?
Dress to Kill?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. See,
I'm just getting into Kino. Like I have 3 titles from Kino.
oh man. Okay, because I
Put me
picked
in
it up.
Criterion.
I picked it up through Kino, and I'm like, do I double dip on it? Is there really anything that's going to tip the needle that much?
Well,
From
to be honest, I don't even know what comes in the Kino release.
All I
usually
can
there's
think
like
of something similar is the what was it, Silence of the Lambs, where was it Kino that effed up a little bit and Arrow fixed it?
The
Was that
transfer or something like that.
the
Yeah.
transfer? Like the first 20 minutes on the Kino transfer was like overexposed or something weird, but it was only like the first 20 minutes and then it was fine. But I don't
What
know
I
if Dress to Kill.
Yeah, it says so. At least with this Dress to Kill, you got some new audio commentaries, which if you like those, um, a new visual essay, which I'm sure Brian's excited about.
Oh,
Um,
if it's on that movie, I guarantee you it's the wokest. It is probably the wokest video essay ever. Just because that movie's about a man who dresses like a woman. That I would expect from that movie,
yeah,
but not Deep Blue Sea.
um,
starkly different movies.
right, exactly. But that's all that I can really see is a visual essay or 2, audio commentaries,
I
some
just like
archival
that
stuff
the interior art. I don't know. Someone posted it. I was like, that is
of
awesome.
this one.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
like inside of it.
the mannequin head or something.
Yeah, that. Yep.
Yeah, that I was actually. It's funny you say that. I was about to say that exact same thing. I think it's weird that they didn't put that custom art on the outside or have an option of having it on the outside, because I really liked that.
There.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
no, isn't there one with like just like that the mannequin head like sitting or something like
Oh,
with the
that's
wig?
inside.
See,
That's
I'm
cool.
surprised they that I really
That
like
would have
that.
been awesome.
If that
As
was
the
on a
most,
slipcover, day one. If they had or if there are two variants of it.
yeah.
It's weird how like did you guys notice with Arrow? I feel like they'll do like the alternative art on their site for some, like Alice Sweet Alice, and then there's others where I'm like, I feel like it could have been it's like a missed opportunity. Like you guys could have,
Yeah.
potentially, sold more units that way, if anything.
Like they did with what was it, Trick or Treat? They had the original from Arrow.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, the Arrow exclusive one.
I kind of low key wish I would have gotten that, but I
That's the
never
one I got.
man, I never ordered through Arrow directly, and I'd heard mixed things, and then my most recent experience was fine. So I'm like, okay, well, I
I've
guess
never had too many problems with Arrow, at least as far as shipping and ordering wise. Because I
I
know
haven't either.
I've seen some people say that they like get emails from Arrow all the time saying they cancel their orders. But
that's what
I feel like
I've never
that's
seen that.
if you pre-ordered like way late. Because when I'm going to pre-order through Arrow, I usually pre-order like at time of announcements.
Yep.
If I'm going to pre-order through them.
I'm still waiting on Don't Torture a Duckling because I thought that was going to already. I don't know if the release date already came and went or what, but I'm like, just
I don't know. I have that pre-order too, but I don't know. I got this in. I know Steam will be happy about that. This showed up.
oh man, have you watched it yet?
No, so it showed up, and I took it apart, put it in this little case, and then came in here. So I haven't even watched it.
It even like the like the slip cover, the artwork on the slip cover is just like there.
Dude,
I don't know.
Halloween.
There's something special about it.
You know what this
That's a
actually
dope
reminds me
slip
of? Funny enough, it reminds me of like, do you remember that Disney movie Halloween Town?
Yes,
That's what I thought it was. Honestly,
That's what it
when
reminds
you
me
did
of.
that, I thought it was.
Yeah.
just a little bit more violent.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. It looks great, nice, like shot on video movie. But yeah, and I was
Speaking
so
of
glad
which-
that I picked this up because this was the last copy that Diabolic had.
I'm so glad you got that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Jordan, I was actually going to ask you something because that cover reminded me of something. Because I really love the art on the flip cover
Mm-hmm.
for that. I was going to order some stuff from BHS Slips. Do you have to order just through messaging him? Is that how you order?
Yeah. So the only thing that I think is a missed opportunity with him is at least some type of website where you almost have searchable movie titles because really it's
I can never tell what's in stock.
Yeah. So you just got to message him and everything's in stock. So what he does is he'll have a window of time to pre-order and you just message him. He'll write your name down. And then when he closes all the pre-orders, then he'll message you back and you just pay him on PayPal. And then he orders from a company, gets them all custom made and delivered to you.
What was like the timeline on getting those? Because he did message me about he saw my posts about the Friday the 13th box set, and I'm like, oh man, like
dude,
I'm like,
so
let me
I
get some
asked him about that. Actually, I asked him about that because I was gonna get it, and I just
I'm not gonna lie, like I go through and I did the same thing. I directly like reached out to him because I was like, what's like where do I order this at? And then he's like, oh, it's just all on my Instagram. So I had to go through and I wanted to get like some for Halloween.
Yeah.
Or even Friday the 13th, I wouldn't mind, but
yeah, I got the entire Halloween, but this one, so the Friday the 13th slips, they all like fit in the box, the Scream Factory box.
Okay.
He said it is 112 shipped. So it's $8 a slip, basically.
That's for all of them, right?
That's for every single one. Yeah. Yeah. And so they will fit all in there. I think if you take out the little booklet, it fits really good.
Okay.
Yeah, can't you put that? I have that box somewhere. I'm about to say that booklet's not that thick either.
Right.
What's up, Jane Doe? Got John Doe and Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Movie Odyssey in the House, another animated one.
What up,
I haven't
Movie
seen that one
Odyssey?
either.
I haven't even heard of that. No.
I haven't heard of that either.
Did you guys get anything this past week?
Everything I got, I showed off in my haul video. I can grab them real fast.
Yeah, I got a lot.
No,
I did. Well, it's like I said, all my pre-orders came in like one day, and I have some more stuff showing up tomorrow. But
I feel like it's always an awkward conversation with my wife, especially when it's like the perfect storm of packages all coming in on the same day. I'm like, please just make sure you're like you get home from work a little bit later.
Well, I always tell my wife, I say, just please understand that this is stuff pre-ordered over the span of like 2 months. This is not like one paycheck. All this money's going to every single one of these titles.
Yeah, but it definitely adds up pretty fast.
It does.
It definitely can.
I did I added up all my
more box sets. Huh?
Yeah, I added up all my totals from last year.
Oh God, don't do it to yourself, man.
No, I did, and I had a stomach ache after. It was bad.
I don't know if
I'm not going to let you guys know. I'm not making it known, but it was yeah, I was shocked.
Judging by how many big boxes you get, I bet it makes mine look like baby numbers, because I did my end of year audit and I was like, damn, I need to slow down.
Hey, I will say not all of it was like out of my paycheck. Like a lot of it was, so I'm gonna nerd out a little bit. So I'm a musician, play guitar. So I had like a massive, I'm talking like huge pedal board with a bunch of different pedals. And I switched over and bought this digital board that's just as good. So I bought that, and then I sold every single one of my pedals. So a lot of that went to movies. So that's how I justified it. I didn't really spend that much. It just kind of what I had got, changed.
You offset it,
you know what I'm saying? Offset, exactly.
Yeah. I did that. Like if I sell video equipment on eBay, I'm like, okay, what's the most expensive shit I can find that's out of print?
Yeah.
Do you guys, because you guys were talking about box sets, because what do you guys usually feel like you end up like allocating your budget towards? Is it mostly like upcoming pre-orders, or do you feel like you try to knock out some of those maybe the ones that you've had on your like list for some time? Because I feel like it's mostly more pre-orders than anything. The other ones, I think if you go back and try to get like a box set that's sold out quicker, usually it's going to cost you quite a bit.
I'm hit. So for me, if I go back, it's if I've like, I have a little bit of extra money here, I will take that and I'll just say, if I come across a good deal, then I might snag it. But I'm very picky with titles that have already sold out. On some of them, I have splurged though.
A lot of mine goes to like it's little things that all add up. It's a bunch of little
dude? What's happening, man? He's
right.
eBay will kill your wallet.
So especially getting previous, eBay. And I've always found the Facebook groups, I get really good deals on the different physical media groups.
Okay.
Like I haven't tried the Facebook Market thing yet.
Oh, dude, yeah, I go on there all the time. Like so it's an out of print with a slip, Brooklyn 45. It's like the first Vinegar Syndrome shutter. I got that for $30 from someone, still sealed. So it's a lot of it's just people that are just trying to get rid of their stuff, and a lot of times they'll post it on there first before they throw it on eBay, because eBay takes all the seller fees and all that stuff. So they'll jack them up a little higher for eBay. True. So
what other like Facebook groups? Because I'm in Vinegar Syndromes. I think were you the one who put me onto that? I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the homegrown horror box sets.
Oh. Well, at least I have all of them now.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I want to get the I'm on the hunt for Forgotten Gialli Volume 1 and 2, but Volume 1 goes for quite a bit, and 2 I feel like is steadily starting to climb up that way. So
Yeah.
I gotta find the right option.
There's tons. There's the Vinegar Syndrome's a good one, and there's this other one. It's cult films, horror exploitation, something, and people are always posting on their stuff for sale. I have honestly, I'm in like 5 to 7 groups. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, please.
I'll send them to you guys because every day I just, a couple times a day, I'll just kind of scroll through and see what they have. What is kind of cool though is I don't know if you guys ever do anything digitally, like the codes and stuff.
Okay, well, I put them in, but I never watched them.
Sometimes what they'll do, and I've done this on titles that I haven't seen, and I want to see if sometimes you got to be quick, you have to be right at the right time, but they'll post like their digital code set free to whoever wants it. And I snagged a couple Mission Impossibles from that digitally and stuff. So that's kind of cool.
Movie Odyssey spent $1,200 on DVDs in the summer. That sounds like
McDonald's with that McDonald's money.
Yeah, man. It was so bad. Like I remember growing up and especially when I was getting into collecting DVDs at the time, but man, I would just go to it's sounds dated now, but like Circuit City and then Best Buy would, still have at least a selection. FYE. I would try to get my hands on everything.
Yeah. Sweet. I got have you guys seen this movie yet?
I haven't.
Unfortunately.
What?
Oh no.
We're gonna have a disagreement on this one.
Oh yeah, you saw it. Yeah, you love it.
I saw it twice.
I know that baffled me. Why did you do that to yourself?
Now obviously it's not as good as like Russell Crowe, the first one, but I thought it was really decent.
Does it hold a candle to the first one? I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just curious. No, okay.
I think it's really.
I would have just rather than make a whole new storyline just in that same thing and just.
Did you not like how they connected it?
I didn't have a problem with the movie. Honestly, the movie's fine. I think Paul Mescal has huge shoes to fill. Is it Paul Mescal, the lead actor? He's no Russell Crowe. He's not it's not even. And it sucks that you got to compare it to it, but I'm just I don't know. I just couldn't. It wasn't bad. It's just not something I'd want to just watch again for fun.
I thought it was fun. I liked the Coliseum scenes, the I don't know what you call it, the ocean warfare or whatever it's called. They had some really cool stuff in there.
Bro, those monkeys threw me out the movie.
That was
that is like the worst CGI I've seen all year. And I've seen Megalopolis.
How was that? I was gonna see that
is weird, bro.
Is it like one of the? Is it one of those like the entire movie's metaphor? Like everything is.
No, they're not really subtle about anything. It's not that subtle. I mean, people put their comparisons.
How we're the Roman Empire again, or something like that. That's kind of what I took from the trailer.
There's parts. There's one part of the circus that just feels like, okay, this is like a 5-year-old did the CGI on this. It's got 3 different stories. It's kind of everywhere, but visually, it's visually interesting. It's one of those where you can put in the background and just catch moments you like.
Yeah, I kind of wish it would have done so well because Francis Ford Coppola, he funded the whole movie himself.
He sold a good portion of his wine vineyard thing. That's why. Have you noticed all the Coppola wine commercials automatically you're seeing on YouTube now after that?
You gotta make up that money.
I don't think he sold the whole thing. I think he sold a portion of it. But that's very Francis Ford Coppola. He basically sold everything, moved his family to Vietnam to do Apocalypse Now. That's not out of the realm for him.
Hey, you know what? Good for him. Good for him.
$120 million budget movie.
Yeah,
and be okay.
I mean, good for him for believing in himself that much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and if you like Audrey Plaza's barely in it, but she's got some dirty scenes in the way she talks.
You don't want to talk about a cool release that just came out. I still need to watch it, but I just think it's cool.
Yep, I got that.
Seen
I didn't
everyone
bring it
post.
over here. Yep, I got that.
I love the steelbook too.
I
The steelbook's
really
Ooh,
I really like
that
the
sucks.
steelbook. My thing is, I don't like how it's embossed on the outside, but when you open it, it feels like it kind of ruins the art on the inside
Oh,
of
okay. I
the
can see
steelbook.
that. My favorite thing is we just got different artwork. That was my
Yes.
biggest hopes. We just got something different, and that back is so cool.
That back
Yeah,
is so
you
cool.
know.
Yeah. No, that I love the material of that one too. Like it just
Mhm.
feels nice. It's a fingerprint magnet, bro.
Oh, I know. I'm constantly.
Like
That's
wiping it
how.
off. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm like going over it and
Did any of you guys get the 88 Films Amityville Horror when that came out, the 4K?
That's the one I was going to get, the Vinegar Syndrome one, but it was out of print, and so
Yep.
I got the Amityville Horror one.
Did you get the one through Arrow's website, or was it just a standard one?
I just got the standard one. I wanted the more traditional cover personally than the
Yeah,
one that 88 Films had.
because that one's another fingerprint
Dude,
magnet. I'm like,
that slipcover. Yeah.
no one's gonna be able to recognize this damn house.
Well, isn't the 88 Films one 100 gig disc, and I think the Vinegar Syndrome one's only like a 66,
I'm not sure.
which I'm not surprised because I've noticed.
That wouldn't surprise me. I had to double check Species too because they're re-releasing Species, but I think
Ooh.
Shout
that
put it on
slipcover for Species looks nice.
I want to know if it's going to be too different because they're usually with their slips. They usually have two different artworks, and it looks like a big box.
Universe.
Who
Dude, this is
released it
so nice.
first?
I got to pick that up.
Was it Scream Factory?
For what?
For Species?
I think it was Scream Factory.
Yeah. I have a eyeball from 88 Films coming, I think, tomorrow.
I was gonna get that for review, but I didn't. I should have got it and just given it to you or something because I never seen
I agree.
It. Didn't look like something.
Should have.
Didn't look like something I was gonna get into.
Dude,
it's a nice box set too.
You've never seen Constantine,
bro? It's so good, and it's probably the best transfer I've seen all year. It is. So
I think
good.
the opening scene is like one of my most favorite opening scenes of movies. When he goes in to save that girl, that opening, that's so cool.
I love the ending. Have you ever seen the deleted scenes of Constantine, by the way?
No, but I will.
Watch the deleted scene because there's. Are you a fan of Michelle Monaghan? Do you know who that is?
I'm not good with names, but if I saw her face,
you'll recognize her face. She's in one scene in the final cut where he go at the very end when he goes to.
Yeah, I've seen her before.
Yeah, she's in the movie. She had a whole character that was cut out. She played the demon that John Constantine has an affair with. You know, kind of like his little side piece. And there's a scene where they're in bed and you just see the tail under the sheets, like her tail, and it's so cool. But she only made one little cut where the holy water comes down at the very end with all the whole Dawn of the Dead scene, and he just shoots the thing and it's holy water coming out. She had like one little line. You're like, is that Michelle Monaghan? And then you look at the deleted scenes and you're like, oh, she had a much bigger side part that they just cut out.
Huh. Yeah, no, I'll have to watch that. I'll have to watch that. What VHSs did you get, Steven?
Oh man.
Dude, I totally forgot about the VHS.
Yeah, can I just do like a rapid fire because I don't want to hold this up, but
yeah, I'll rapid fire stuff I got too, but you guys go first.
Okay, so got a little bit of everything. I got Evil Dead.
Oh, dude, perfect segue in what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, I got Hellraiser 2.
Dude, that's a good
one. Weren't we talking about the Changeling last week?
Yeah, I think we were. We were talking about between the Severin and the second site release.
Okay. Got the Hitcher.
Yes. That's the original one.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. The remake never came out on VHS.
No, that was like I think that would have been right around like the cutoff, wouldn't it have been? Ish.
Yeah, the movie came out in 2007 and cutoff was around 2005.
Not anymore, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Now they've gotten a lot more expensive. So I got Bride of the Reanimator.
Dude, horror is the most expensive VHSs ever.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. I got Cruising. We're talking about Amityville.
Nice.
We're also talking about Dress to Kill.
I like that. Hold on, I've never seen that cover before. That's a dope little cover. Yeah, with the red and the blue. Yeah, that's nice.
That's
I
cool.
like that.
Provocative. I don't know if I got any fans of The Howling 2.
Your sister's a werewolf.
Yeah, man. This is like a trip. It's a straight up
Dude,
trip.
that movie, what sold it for me was Christopher Lee. Because I knew he was in it. I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And the rest of me, I was like, what? Because it's crazy to me going from The Howling to that. It's its own thing.
Yeah, no, it really is. You guys Blowout? You guys like that? I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
oh
yeah, I need to get the Criterion 4K.
It's really good. Really good. Good
The Criterion 4K is amazing. I love it.
Halloween 4.
Oh, that's a good one.
Got a few more, and then I don't want to hold you guys up, but got Jason X.
Nice. Prepping for the 4K.
Yeah.
Yep. Listen, I want to see what the jump is like, you know. Scream 2. I already had the first one.
Nice.
Got that one. Yeah. I just need to get Scream 3 to finish the trilogy on VHS.
I did get that. Yep. I got Cabin Fever. I went through kind of I know we were talking about some of like the 2000s horror movies, so
I still need to get that one. I'm there, it's in my cart, like $10 on Blu-ray. I just need to get it.
Yeah. Jeepers Creepers. Got.
Do you have a whole separate shelf for your VHSs?
Yeah, they're all like in a separate like cabinet for right now. Eventually that's what I was telling you guys maybe a couple weeks ago. I've been waiting to get another shelf just strictly for those, and it just hasn't come back in stock. So I'm like left out to like, hung out to dry right now. Blair Witch got this a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice, I got that. I think I got that the week the new Blu-ray got announced, and I found that for like $3, so I just bought that one instead.
Did you guys get the second sight of the Blair Witch?
Yes.
So I just got my replacement disc in.
Did they like notify you for that? I didn't get anything.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like on Instagram, or I think that's where I saw it, and you can just send them an email.
Weird. I'll have to reach out to him again.
Yep. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. Perfect for this time of year. We're right around the corner. Leprechaun.
Yeah, a week away.
Got In the Mouth of Madness.
We need a 4K for that one.
I know. I would think that's like one of the last ones that we still need. Got Phantasm 2. Got Creep Show. Got.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, me too, man. I want a custom. I almost bought one actually recently, a custom Scream 4. I just at the time I couldn't justify the price.
Child's Play 2. I love that. I always forget. Is that the one? That's the one. That's the Toy Factory.
Yes.
Because the third one is the boot camp.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't have the first one is harder to come by, so I've been kind of keeping my eyes out for that one. Picked up this for a really good price. Chud.
Should.
Yeah, man. And then last but not least, one of my favorites, Body Double.
Nice.
So, that movie took me. That's a movie I don't like, but I have watched a bunch of times trying to convince myself it's good. I just respect Brian De Palma so much that I'm like, I want to keep all his movies, but I don't really care for that movie.
Okay, let me throw it to you guys. Brian De Palma, I always come back to Dress to Kill, Blowout, and Body Double. How would you guys rank them?
In that order, or?
Oh no, not in that order.
Three?
I'm just curious what you guys think.
I mean, just those. I meant not in that order, but just those three movies.
Yeah.
Um, dre- it's a hard one. Probably Dress to Kill, Blowout, and then Body Double.
It's okay. So I've never seen Body Double, so I don't have it. I know I need to see it, but I'd put Blowout and then Dress to Kill personally.
Okay.
I think John Travolta he does such a good job in that movie.
It's tough. I really like Body
Yeah,
Double.
actually, now that I'm thinking about it, those could be reversed too.
And two, I'm like Ryan knows I went to school for audio engineering for film and music. So I mean, it was like right up my alley when I saw that. It was so cool.
The biggest biggest shotgun mic you've ever seen in your life.
Dude, that thing's huge.
Yeah.
Jesus, you could murder somebody with that thing. That thing was bigger than the thing going through the floor in Body Double.
It was huge.
I'm kind of surprised Body Double didn't get. I know that they had the Steelbook 4K. I'm surprised they didn't get a standard release.
Dude, you know what just came out on Blu-ray? Like I think 2 years ago for the first time on the format. Y'all seen Brian De Palma's Femme Fatale?
No,
I don't know if I've seen that.
It's got an amazing opening heist scene. There's barely any talking. It takes place at the Cannes Film Festival. Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Amazing. It's like pure De Palma. No talking, crazy intricate shots.
I saw that. Are you a fan of Snake Eyes?
It's okay. I need to get that 4K. I've only seen it like maybe twice.
That was one that yeah, it kept going back and forth and picking that one up, and I just was like, it's not a bad movie. I just don't know if I necessarily like have to have it.
Very high recommend. I don't know if y'all have seen this. They're the documentary called De Palma.
Okay, pretty
good. Noah Baumbach directed it. And all he's doing is basically just sitting down talking to Brian De Palma. And Brian De Palma is just going through every one of his movies. And it is so good. If you're a Brian De Palma fan, very, very high recommend on that documentary, De Palma.
Yeah, I need to catch up
on media.
I need to check out more Brian De Palma films. I'm very lacking in his films. I did, speaking of documentaries, I finally watched the other night Dinner with Leatherface.
How was that?
I really, really enjoyed that one. That was a good documentary.
You guys are inspiring me to get into more documentaries because I feel like I watched like a few here and there, but not enough for sure.
Yeah, documentaries are great.
I love it. Yeah, I almost got some with the Vinegar Syndrome because they just released a new one. What was it? The American Ninja. I forgot what it was. It was on their partner label things, but
I don't remember.
I might.
They did one with what's his name? I can't believe I always blank on his name. If you guys watched WWF or back in the day, wrestling, one of the wrestlers, and I forget his name. He had a brother who died in the ring. Why can't I think of his name? Anyways, I think they did a documentary with him that I was really wanting.
This one's called American Expendables. It's in their partner labels. It's like the North American. It's about the North American picture. It's kind of like how Canon was kind of B movie. This one feels like C movie level, but it's like interviewing Trauma. Like I think Kaufman's in it a little bit, but it's on Tubi. I'm gonna check it out on Tubi before I buy it.
Nice. Is that all the VHSs you got, Steven?
I got more on the way. I'm ashamed to say. I'm sure this time next week we'll be having another conversation about this.
I bought some new VHSs like this week too, so you're not.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I don't have anywhere near me that has VHSs. So,
dude, it's like so I've got two places.
It's a blessing and a curse.
But so there's one spot out. So like about 2 hours or so from me, there's a spot in Grand Rapids called Alive Again, and they strictly only specialize for the most part in like horror related movies, VHSs, collectibles, things like that. And then if you go 45 more minutes, my buddy Harrison out at Static Tape, he runs that shop out there, and they have like I've just never seen the selection that they have, especially like in state. Most of the time, I'm ordering stuff online, so always, it's kind of nice to go to a physical location to actually pick stuff up.
Yeah, that going to physical. I think a lot of people underestimate the power of seeing it in person and everything and
Yeah.
grabbing it there. That's why I like the Kill Bills and Jackie Browns. Like I was on the fence about getting the Lionsgate Limited steelbooks or getting the slips. I was leaning towards slips, but I was still 50-50. Went to Walmart, saw them in person in good condition, touched them, like grabbing all 3 right there.
Yeah.
And I get all my, because the stores around here, the movie trading company, the Vintage Stock, the same company. I get all my Shout and Kinos from there usually. I don't pre-order because they usually all have them in stock, like release day. The sucky part is sometimes each store only gets one on the opening week, and you gotta like hurry up and get it. Like 4K or something, like with the slip, but usually like a week later they'll get more in. And but yeah, I don't pre-order anything from Scream or Shop Factory because I just get them in store. Same with Kino.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Kino I like really like want to pre-order.
Jordan, do you have anything near you that you're, because like I have nothing close by?
The closest, well, there is one. It's it's more of a record store, and they have some Blu-rays, some VHSs, but I mean they're pricey. Like I picked up two Blu-rays, and they're like old Blu-rays, and it was $20.
Wow.
So that he's really expensive. The other one, it's called The Cave. And it's a chain of stores like that. They have a bunch of movie memorabilia, films, pops, vinyls. I mean, they just kind of collect everything, and they usually have a decent selection. They sometimes have some boutique labels, but they're overpriced too, I think. So that's kind
of a lot of mom and pop places. Like I love to support, but sometimes they're a little bit way more expensive.
Yeah. I got this, and I'll show you guys what I got. So you guys already saw Hollowgate.
I'm happy for you that you got that.
Dude, I've been looking at it for so long, and then TerraVision sold out of the slipcover, and then I was like, whatever, I'm not going to get it, and then I saw they had it, so I had to jump on it. Dress to Kill.
Smart.
Gladiator 2. Okay. This I was excited about. Amadeus.
I still have not seen that.
Oh, it's such a good. I love the movie. I don't think it's for everyone, but it's a good one. Plus, I love this box.
Yeah, that's really nice.
The same kind of box as the Constantine one. Same UK Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers right there. And let's see. I love the steelbook too.
That's badass.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I got that. I picked up the Terminal Man.
Okay.
This one I have tomorrow. He sent me a replacement. Showed up all beat up.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So it got
He's
crushed.
Gonna send you a whole replacement for a case you can replace.
Hey, not complaining.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if the thing, yeah, I mean,
I can replace the case, but anyways.
Jordan, you're like how I am. I would put my foot down about that. Listen, we're paying a lot of money for this. I want to make sure I get what I want.
Deep Blue Sea.
Or at least send me an empty case.
So I didn't finish this. I was watching it the other night, and then I had to stop for whatever reason. I almost skipped watching the movie just to go to that visual essay, which I still might do. I have to experience that. I don't know if I like the same artwork though.
I'm not a fan of the same art. I love that art though. Like that is some of my favorite art of the year so far, but I don't like how it's
like
the same
that
thing.
I'm not a fan. I like this. I like this whole type of thing they're doing here.
See, I don't. I'm like, put something more interesting on the back.
Okay. Well,
would you guys have wanted? Would you want the original art like on the inside, or what would you want on the inside instead?
Well, here's the thing. Arrow did 2 different custom arts. Like if you open that, Jordan, there's a poster.
Oh,
I got it right here too.
you
The
go ahead.
poster art
I'm waiting for
is
mine.
different. Like it's got new poster art too. I mean cover art.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did
mean,
see that.
so I would have rathered, like honestly, if in a perfect world, this art for this or
I see what you're
the
saying.
original or new art for this, and then if they, I mean, I don't get why they did two separate custom art pieces.
Mhm.
That would have been cool
But
on the
I mean,
inside.
What they should have done is kind of stick with what they have. Yes. So this, and then that custom artwork they
Yep.
did that you were just talking about as this, and then obviously this would just be the original.
Yeah.
So you kind of get all three. I think that'd have been the best way to do it.
I think that would have been, yeah.
Missed opportunity.
And I don't like the print quality. I don't know if you can see, there's a massive difference in the print quality with these two. Like it's a paper stock thing, but
is that what you were showing me the other day?
Yeah, look at the spine.
Okay.
Are yours two different like reds?
I'm sure they are.
Well, the outside one looks more like rich looking.
It is, yeah.
I don't know. I do like the red spine.
I love the red spine.
Yeah,
I
it
love
stands out. I like it.
Okay. Compared to cruising, the faux leather feel, which one do you guys prefer?
Don't have that one.
I don't know. Cruising's really nice. That's tough. That's tough.
They're both like two. I feel like both releases kind of stand out on their own. It's kind of nice that they're trying to do something different with the box sets.
Yeah. I picked this up, Columbia Horror.
Nice.
So it's all the black and white 1930s and 40s movies from Columbia Pictures.
Okay.
So it's got 6 movies in it.
Have you watched any of them yet or not yet?
I started Behind the Mask and then I had to stop because I had to do my review for this other movie. So this is my focus for this week. Try to get all these in. Cry of the Werewolf, I'm really excited to watch. So yeah. That we already talked about Constantine. This I just did the video on today. Dude, the Captain Kronos.
I was about to ask you if you got that.
Dude, yeah. I just did my video on it today, and it's like a leather feel. I mean, this feels more leather than the cruising. But what's cool about this, I mean, you got this box. You got this box with artwork. And then all your content is right there.
That's really nice.
Yeah. It comes with like 5 discs. It comes with the booklet, a graphic novel, a bunch of stuff.
Who released that one?
That was Hammer. Hammer directly did that. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I have 3 more. I know. I told you I got a lot this week.
Listen, I don't think I have any room to talk. So
Frankenstein and Mouse from Hell, another Hammer release.
Never seen it, but I love that art.
Yeah. The Second Sight has another one. It's out of print, and it's Hammer's The Mummy that I really want, but it's out of print now. And I picked up Bull.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a revenge story.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
See, I'm on the hunt to try and get all the Second Sight titles, so that's why I got these. And then Boiling Point.
Very cool.
I love that artwork. Never seen the movie, but I've always loved that artwork.
Yeah, it's really cool. So those are my stuff I got.
If you ever come across
really fast,
Jordan, if you ever come across the Guest or Drive from Second Sight, let me know.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
those are ones I'm looking for at some point.
I think I'm just gonna end up getting the Drive Steelbook instead of that big box.
That Steelbook is nice.
Steelbook is very nice.
It's very nice. It's a different transfer, and I haven't seen it. Sony did that one, so I'm not sure. I'm sure.
Did any of y'all get anything from Vinegar Syndrome? Nice. Yeah, that's so. I love that artwork so much.
Hand me over so I find the box set.
What for which release? Oh, this month?
For Vinegar Syndrome, I got the new cinematograph.
Ooh.
Which I have yet to watch, but I love what they did with it. It's got this kind of, I got it in the protector right now, but it's kind of got this shimmer effect on here, which is really nice. And I love their books. I love the material of the cinematograph. books.
Yeah, I only have one cinematograph, the Going South, which I really, really like that movie. That was a good one.
Yeah, I just have this and Little Darlings.
Mhm.
Constantine box. I made a video about. I feel like I got a lot of box. I got like more box sets this week than anything. Finally jumped on this one, which
Oh hell yeah!
I've had in my cart for like 2 years, and I'm gonna tell you this was worth it because I was just scared it was gonna be cheap. Like when I watched unboxing video, they just look cheap, but this is so nice. This is very nice set.
Where'd you get it, bro?
Where did you get it?
eBay. I bought it for like $32. This was like $50 when it came out, so I waited.
I swear, were you guys talking about that the price had jumped up on that?
Yeah, I was seeing somewhere going for like $100 on eBay.
No, this was 32 on eBay. I got it like literally like a week ago.
Man,
it's really nice.
That's weird. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
was just looking and I was like, $100. What in the world? There's no way.
I hope they do
No,
like
it's
a
like
stealth drop.
$32.
They need to drop Devil's Rejects in that same format.
Yeah, like I don't even
It's like-
care if it comes out in 4K as long as it comes in like a box like
Yep.
this. Because what I like about it doesn't say Blu-ray or anything. So if a 4K ever came out of this, I can just put it in here because it doesn't say it what format it is on the spine. I love that. And everything. I got this big chunky 1938 German edition Robin Hood, which came with the book and everything.
Where'd you order that through?
This one was through Amazon. I forget if it was Amazon UK or Amazon Germany. But this was imported. Speaking of Germany, I got Boss Level on Blu-ray because this only came out on Hulu here in the States. Straight to streaming here. Ice Princess, rest in peace, Michelle Trachtenberg.
Pouring one out.
Got that one, which dude, that sold. I got that was $20 on eBay the day she died, and then it sold out within like 2 hours.
I agree with that about Rob Zombie.
Well, yeah, I know Three from Hell got a 4K.
I don't think they need it though.
No.
Were we talking about Halloween? Like his Halloween movies maybe would be the only ones that I think
that's the only one I can see him doing 4Ks for. But the rest, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I don't think they need it. Like House of 1,000 Corpses, like rewatching it and doing the podcast that I did with Chris and Chuck. If half that movie is like home video clips edited in for inserts, so you're gonna like go through it. I don't know if it'll make it look worse, but it already looks super like rough anyway because that's the style he goes for.
I don't think it needs a 4K. I think the Blu-ray.
I think the Blu-ray transfer looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing.
I like how when we start talking about some of these movies, it makes me want to go back and revisit them. Like we were talking about City of the Living Dead last night, and we're like, you guys were all going through and showing off like the different editions everyone had. I'm like, man, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I've never seen it,
dude.
I've never seen that either.
It's good.
Who did that movie? Was that a Lucio Fulci?
Yeah. Yep. So
I don't think I've seen any of his movies.
Oh. Brian, don't worry, man. I got you covered.
Okay. Yeah. Send me some recommendations.
We'll do a deep dive into it. If you ever want to have that conversation, I'll help you out.
Well, Fulci, that's in the Houses of Doom. Was that Fulci?
Yep.
Get the Houses of Doom box set.
Get that.
All of them are great.
City of the Living Dead's good. And Zombie, the 4K transfer.
Oh, dude, from Blue Underground. I've been looking for that.
It's
expensive if you want a slipcover.
Yeah, that was one that when I was really first getting into picking up 4Ks again like that. Remember that one and Maniac were in House by the Cemetery were already like they were selling them but without the slipcovers, so I had to pay a little bit more to get those because I was like, man, I got to have those in the collection, 100%.
Is that everything, Brian? Anything else?
Oh no. VHS. Finally jumped on Euro Trip.
Nice.
I got this. Secret Admirer, one of my favorite 80s movies, still sealed, stamped. I'm having trouble opening it because it's sealed and stamped, but I will open it and watch it soon. Mischief, another 80s Kelly Preston movie.
Where do you get your VHS tapes from? Do you get them online or like thrift stores or?
These 90% of the time it's thrift stores, but if there are some that I've just never been able to find in the wild, or like most of these were all online. Like Secret Admirer with Amazon, and the rest of these were eBay.
Nice.
Which eBay is where I pay the most for. It's mostly shipping. It's like I'll buy like a $5 VHS, but then it's like $5 shipping or something. I got Bobby Joe and the Outlaw, which I'm about to rebuy again on Blu-ray because I already have the Blu-ray, but Kino's re-putting it out with the slip. So
nice.
That sucks. Another import, Private Lessons. This one had the Blu-ray that's going for like $500-$600 from like the US version that came out like years ago. So a company in UK just re-released that finally.
What was the one, Brian, we were talking about that Kino was re-releasing in Blu-ray again when they already had a Blu-ray before?
Bobby Joe.
Was that it? They already had the Blu-ray.
Yeah, Bobby Joe. Yeah, and it's not even a format upgrade. It's literally the same. The only upgrade is on a bigger disc. The Blu-ray I have, which I paid $70 for because it was out of print and hard to find, is a 25 gigabyte disc. And this new one, same artwork, same everything, just on a new disc and with a slipcover. But Kino's re-releasing that, not even upgrading it, which is weird.
Yeah.
Only 4K I got this week. No Country for All Men. Only because it was like $18.99.
Such a good movie.
I think Thief just came out. Have you guys seen that, Michael Mann?
No, that comes out tomorrow, right?
Yes.
I may wait till July for that one.
Yep. I'm going to get that in Anora. I'm going to wait till July.
I can't decide if I want to wait for Anora or just pick it up when it comes out.
I'm going to wait because it comes out in May, like toward the end of May, and then the sale is July. So it's waiting less than 2 months, like a month and a half.
Is there anything else you guys are waiting for from Criterion?
From Criterion, I forget what yes, I'm gonna get the Three Musketeers, the 3 and 4 Musketeers on 4K, which those already have 4Ks from Studio Canal, I think, but they're two separate. Kino's putting them in 2 and 1, so I like that. That's the only one I can really think I'm looking forward to.
There's really nothing, in my opinion, or Criterion that I'm really looking at right now.
I haven't. They have that new Godzilla movie that's coming up. I don't know if that's this month or next month, but I saw that they have another Godzilla title that they're releasing for, I think, 4K.
For me, with Criterion, is they have such a massive catalog that it's not really ones that are coming out. It's more ones they already have that I'm kind of wanting to pick up. For me,
here's why Criterion is never really in the conversation, except for the diehards. Every other one, boutique, when they go out of print. You know, you don't. I mean, Criterion, you don't got to worry about it. No special packaging, no nothing. I mean, yeah, they do different packaging. Their digibooks, their normal releases, they'll do something here and there, but it's not like Screen Factory where it's like you got to get it now or else it might sell out. You know, or the Kino where the slipcover is like they only print like like 100 slipcovers.
Or Vinegar Syndrome.
Vinegar Syndrome puts numbers down, which I like.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. Umbrella, they're another one too. But Umbrella, I feel like they have a pretty. I think Umbrella is not at that point yet. They're getting there and they're close, but they're not at that point yet of the Vinegar Syndromes of the Scream Factories where you really got to worry about a lot of their releases. Now there are some, Late Night with the Devil, the Trust the Fungus, stuff like that. But
isn't their art box still available?
Yeah, they made like 20,000 of those.
Oh God, yeah, and they're gonna redo it next year when the 4th one comes out.
Probably.
Oh,
I don't know if I would upgrade and get a whole other 4 4-movie box.
I can't decide. I might wait until they're completely done with the series and then do whatever one they're going to do for that. Kind of same with the Hell House LLC movies.
See, I didn't
yeah,
even
isn't not really the complete.
No, because
But
I
at
think
least
they're
the
doing
Terrifier one doesn't say complete. Doesn't Hell House say complete?
It does, says the complete
Yeah.
collection. And unfortunately, after they announced that, then like not too long after, the director said, "Oh, I'm making another one." So, and the way the fourth one ends, it feels like a complete, like they tied everything up. So I don't know.
When is that supposed to come out?
I think next year, because I don't even know are they filming? They released a teaser. I know that.
Ooh, I would love a
Okay,
Terrifier one.
so Jeff at John Doe asked a question, and I completely agree with this. Hopefully, they do a matching Walmart one for Terrifier 1 because I want all 4 to be like matching because the first one came out in more of a clamshell case, the VHS, and then 2 and 3, and we're gonna get 4, the double Walmart ones. I hope they redo it for the first one, and I have a feeling they might, Jeff, because that company, Whitaker, is that the name of it? The VHS company, who puts it out. I think I commented on something on one of their posts, and they messaged me. It was like the first one's getting a restock soon. They couldn't tell me when, and I was like, and I asked them if it was going to be a Walmart one to match, and they never answered back. But I feel like the first one's definitely coming back in stock on VHS, but I hope it's to match the other ones and not the clamshell one.
So Hell House, the 5th one's coming out this year in October.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
so they must have already filmed it or
Yeah,
filming it right now.
Yeah. Well, 2, it's going to be found footage, so they can, doesn't require a lot.
No, they didn't even have to have shot it yet.
So I know there was a difference between the Walmart Terrifier 3 VHS and the Umbrella.
Full screen and widescreen.
Which one's which? What do you prefer?
Honestly, I think the full screen one looks better.
And who has that one?
It gives it more of that feel of a VHS, and 2, I think the quality. So there are differences, and you can pick. I did a whole video on it on the channel if you want to really see the difference. But the problem is with VHS, especially if you're watching it on a tube TV, totally fine. But widescreen VHS, squeezes the image. It does that on a HD TV too. So I don't know if y'all ever watch VHSs on your HD TV. It kind of makes it smaller anyway, and you have to like maybe go in and add like a zoom or something to get it proper. Well, the Terrifier widescreen one from Umbrella is like really small on an HD TV.
Oh, okay.
But they also have different qualities. I think the transfer on tape from the Walmart one is cleaner and nicer looking, but the 4x3 gives it more of that VHS aesthetic. Whereas the Umbrella one is widescreen, but has a shittier look to it, like a transfer look to give it that like old VHS look.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think the transfer on the Walmart one looks a little better.
Yeah. What's up, man?
But I love the artwork that they did for the Umbrella VHS.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do a re-release for all of them on what is it, Whittier? I think for
I hope they do too, because I want to build like a box just for all 4, because I know the 4th one's going to come on the Walmart double one, but the first one's the one that's missing.
Yeah, I have it in, like, I think I showed you guys a couple weeks back, the clamshell one, but that's just because I wanted enough space to get signatures on. I would like to just have the regular ones just for like actual watching. I don't want to use the one I have in the clamshell.
Yeah, no, your signed one was really cool. I would like put that in like a custom case or something and then just display it or something.
I need to. I've gotten like a number of my VHSs signed, so I put them in like seal them up and put them in the collection. But yeah, that one I feel like just with the amount of signatures I got on it, I want to keep it safe.
Yeah, no, you got a lot of signatures.
Are you guys getting or pre-ordered any of the Dollars Trilogy Arrow releases?
I've never seen them.
I'm the only one then. I'm a big Clint Eastwood guy.
You're gonna have to test it out, man.
Yeah,
I guess so.
I'm not the biggest Western fan, and I'm not the biggest 70s Western fan. I'm still slowly getting into 70s in general as a genre in a decade. And oddly enough, the 70s movies I like are a lot more goofy and stuff. Like, I just got Convoy on 4K, which looks absolutely amazing. That Studio Canal just released. That's a fun 70s 4K. Bobby Joe and the Outlaw 70s. And I like the goofy TV shows like Wonder Woman I got into. I'm about to probably get into the Fall Guy TV series like Dukes of Hazzard. Like those kind of goofy 70s shows. But the more serious, they're like, because all three of those were like they're Sergio Leone movies, so they're like serious cinema.
Yeah,
like the same like Taxi Driver, or for that when directors were really making a name for themselves, making something different. Those kind of 70s films, I haven't fully got into yet because I don't like the 70s very much.
Okay.
It depends. There's certain select titles I really get into. But then there's some that's just I think you even with like some of the 60s movies, it can be a little bit harder to get into them depending on the title. But
60s is hard for me too. 60s is hard for me too because they went goofy in the 60s with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Super
I think
goofy.
If you're a horror fan, 70s is prime. 70s, and especially if you're going into the 80s, I think that was the more goofy era, obviously, for horror.
There's just so much charm to those movies because you compare them to where horror has gotten like more recently. It's just a very different tone to a lot of the movies. Like I was watching Dolls by Stuart Gordon, and it's just like there's no way that this would get made nowadays, or like Castle Freak, movies like that. It just feels like they're very much of the time. And then a lot of the stuff
Even
now,
The Last House on the Left could not get remade today.
No, not at all.
I was like, if they're centering Crocodile Dundee, they're not remaking Last House on the Left.
Which I'm surprised after all the backlash that they're still sticking to their guns on that. Because what they did with Riddick, I mean, it was just that was this one little thing, and they took that out.
Yeah, that sucks. It really sucks, but
I don't know. Cool, guys. Well,
are y'all pre-ordering anything else coming out soon? Anything else?
I have a list. I have a list of stuff. Let's see.
Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter looks like it's gonna be getting released soon. I was like, yes, let's go.
So I messaged TerrorVision and they said Friday. I can actually pull it up. They said, I don't remember if it was this Friday or last Friday, that the club members were getting their releases sent out, and then the following, everyone else is getting them.
That I'm excited for.
Let's see.
Either one of y'all getting Red One on 4K?
What is it?
Red One. Krampus Schlop. Is that what they called it in the movie?
Oh, God.
Don't Torture a Duckling. I'm getting the Clockwork Orange Steelbook.
Ooh. That and Full Metal Jacket, aren't they?
Full Metal Jacket's getting one. Yeah, they're kind of the same,
That's so tempting. When does that come out?
I gotta look. Let's see.
I think next week is
March 31st. Okay. Oh, The Brood and Scanners.
Guess where I got that?
I know you told me.
Yep.
Those come out on my birthday, so it's kind of like I had to get them.
Yeah. Good shit. Those
Next
are
week's got a.
Go ahead.
I said next week's got a few that I'm probably gonna get. At least 3. Moana 2 Steelbook I pre-ordered.
Okay.
oh yeah.
Forbidden World from that 4K
Oh,
from Scream.
I
That's
want to
that's
get the
day
rest of
one.
those Roger Corman films because
That
I have.
one's my favorite. I never
Okay.
got into Galaxy of Terror, and I haven't seen Humanoids from the Deep, but I'm gonna
It's a
watch
good
it.
movie. I had fun with that one.
I
Is
was
that
like,
where
I was gonna
I'm with
watch
you,
it on
Ryan.
Tubi. Tubi's got such a shitty transfer though that I'm like,
Mhm.
it's kind of hard to watch. Their transfer is so bad.
Yeah. What were you
And
saying,
then
Steven?
Oh, I was agreeing with you because I
Oh,
went
okay.
back and forth on that earlier, and I didn't pull the trigger on it, but I've heard a number of people talking about how much they like that movie.
yeah, I watched a lot of reviews that got me like, okay, let me recheck it out and see. So
Yeah.
Humanoids from the Deep may be one, but Forbidden World, absolutely love it. And
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what the director's cut is going to look like because I have the Corman Classics Blu-ray that came with this, which it just said it was an HD transfer. It didn't even say 2K transfer, that old one. But the director's cut, I've never been able to watch because it's on a DVD that is. It looks worse than a VHS transfer. It's just
Really?
the shit
Yeah.
quality that they put
Mm.
on that DVD. And it says 4x3 standard edition, but it looks bad, whatever transfer they used for that director's cut. So it says
Yeah.
4K scans of both on the Forbidden World. So we'll see.
Okay. I pre-ordered The Last of Us, the season 1 steelbook. They got it from Groove. You guys ever see that
I
show?
don't know how I feel about the artwork on that.
Really?
I watched
I
a
think it's
couple
pretty sweet.
episodes. I never finished it, but
Yeah, if
I
you
heard
played the game, they're pretty cool.
I grabbed
And then
grabbed
the General's Daughter is another one I'm looking forward to from Kino.
Okay. Oh, Tommy Boy. I have that one coming.
I need to get that. Wait, didn't they don't they have a steelbook for that?
They have a Walmart steelbook and then it's like this Amazon, I think, which I did the Walmart one because it comes with like a map.
Okay.
And I think the artwork on the Walmart one is the original artwork. And the Amazon's
Yeah,
like this
I'd rather get
yellow
that.
or orange background that I'm not really a fan of.
Okay. When's that? That's the end of the month?
March 25th is for Tommy Boy.
Okay.
Are either of y'all getting the new Evil Dead 4K steelbook?
I have the last 4K steelbook they did.
I really like
But
the artwork. I'm not going to
the
get
new
it,
one-
but I really like the artwork of her standing
See-
there with the chainsaw, the shot between the legs of the house. It's
Yeah.
so good, but
I've considered selling the one I have, and it's the one where it shows her head out of the basement
Oh yeah.
on the
Mhm.
door. That's one I have, and I've considered selling that to get this new one, but I don't know. I don't know if I
think
want to
this
go
artwork
through the
is
hassle
way
of that. Oh, it is. I agree.
yeah.
But I will say,
Yeah.
I wish they would do more titles than re-releasing Evil Dead.
Yeah, they re-released some like World War Z is getting another fucking release, and I'm not the biggest fan of the artwork either. It's just too messy with all the zombies coming up at once.
Yeah.
It's a little messy for me.
Yeah. And then what else? This going into next month, I pre-ordered. I didn't get the A24 release, but I did the steelbook for Heretic.
I'm thinking about getting the German import of that. I'm thinking about getting the media book.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that one's on. I think it's only available in like German, UK, but
Okay.
they put out 2 different variations of a media book.
I gotta look
You
at
guys
this.
get Night of the Creeps?
I was literally about
Oh,
to say Night of the Creeps is another one
forgot.
for this month.
Mine
That's
got
day
shipped.
one. Yeah.
Mine got shipped yesterday.
Nice. I got that. And
Did you
I
get
ordered-
the 2 different slips, Jordan?
No, I'm not gonna. I would. I love that other slip.
They
That
keep
other
screwing
slip
you
is
on that.
Dude, I was so mad about that. And then now you have to get that NECA figure. I don't collect those. So I was like, it's not worth it to pay $80 for just the additional slip, which I guess I'm sure you could sell it. But I don't, like I said, I don't want to go through all that. So I'm
I
good
don't.
with the I'm good with just the regular slip.
I still don't get the purpose or the idea behind. We'll give you one movie with 2 different slips. I just
They
don't. That
should
just
just give
doesn't make
you an
sense.
option. Which slip do you want? You know, I
Exactly.
know some people, what they do is they'll hold on to the slip, and then I think Tony Basement Blues, what he does is he'll get the additional slip, and then he waits until the slip cover sells out, and he'll buy the movie again for his additional slip. Like, that's dedication.
Tony's on a whole other level, though.
That guy, he's got it cracks me up when he shows his room. It looks like a Blockbuster. Like,
It
he's got
really
those
does.
middle shelves and everything, the aisles. Cracks me up.
My only pet peeve is just, and this is like the smallest little thing, is that he puts them in the bags. I'm like, I don't like the bags. I'm like, Tony, get some like clean protectors. I don't like the bags.
They crack me up.
Yeah, that's my only.
I always laugh,
thing.
and this is no way, making fun of him. It just cracks me up. He calls it unwrappings. I think that's so funny to me. It's Tony.
Are y'all gonna get the companion steelbook, the pink one?
When's that
Jordan, you
know.
like the movie. Never mind.
I didn't say that. I said it was okay. I said I was indifferent on it. I might watch it again, though. Maybe you can talk me into liking it.
Well, if you saw Gladiator 2 twice in the theater, there's no hope for you, bro.
Damn.
There's
Is
no.
that only UK release for the companion steelbook?
I think so.
I think for the steelbook, it might. Is it UK or Germany?
I'm looking right now.
I don't know, but it comes with. So here's my thing about importing too, which Jordan, I don't know. Jordan, you do it also because they get more box sets, like the Amadeus and the Constantine and all that is box sets. But I also
they get steelbooks too that we don't get.
They also do Blu-rays with them.
Yes.
So you get the backup. The US is getting away from that. Like this companion just has 4K and digital code.
Yep.
Like if the 4K messes up, which 4Ks are more fragile than Blu-rays.
However, it's interesting you say that is because I think this Gladiator 2 steelbook, this is the UK one. And if I remember correctly, this only has the 4K.
The UK one?
Oh, no, never mind. I lied. The Blu-ray's in here. There was one I just opened not too long ago, and it was just the 4K. And I thought it was really weird. But I can't remember.
Yeah. All the UK ones, I got the steelbook ones. Like I even got the Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't get the big box, which after I didn't start getting into these big UK big boxes until Twister.
Dude,
so it's like the Twister. Now I have Constantine, and I'm like, I pre-ordered Lethal Weapon.
Oh,
so
it was Amadeus.
That one just has the one, right?
Yeah, you're not getting a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Did you guys order Lethal Weapon?
I pre-ordered that from Orbit, yeah. Okay. Which I have a feeling it's gonna piss me off. I don't want to double dip on stuff, but I'm gonna see how it is with this because Warner Brothers did this with Nightmare on Elm Street. They released the first one. Now I'm gonna double dip, get it again in the big box. I don't know if I'm getting that big box yet, but they're all coming out.
For what? I'm sorry.
Nightmare on Elm Street. You know how they released the first one last year on 4K, and then now it's like now we're gonna do a whole collection.
Are you gonna get the steelbook set?
The same. Haven't decided yet.
I've been saying this so much, and I really hope they do the other Nightmare movies in that same, chunky box like this. Yeah, even if some of them are Blu-ray, but
I wonder where we're gonna get more details on that because. I mean, we're in March now. There's
probably like the month
on it.
Yeah, probably not till July, maybe.
Because when did all the details come out for this last one they did?
No idea.
The 4K, the first one.
Yeah, but wasn't that kind of like earlier on in the year, last year?
Well, I know the pre-orders, but when did like the artwork and the details of it was what I'm curious about.
It leaked.
I don't remember. That was so long ago.
I'm trying to remember when they even. I want to say it was like maybe during the summer.
Yeah. What I think is interesting is 80s have pointed this out to me one time that on Blu-ray.com they have placeholders for individual 4Ks for each movie in the UK. They're UK placeholders.
I think they're gonna get individual releases. It's not just gonna be that one big box. It's not just.
I'm telling you, I hope it's those chunky box sets, because if that's the case, I'll spend more money. Because you're going to spend more money doing it that way, of course.
Well, what if it's the standard releases? Would you buy them that way, or would you just get the whole steelbook set?
I don't know. I only have one of those steelbook sets, and it's the Blumhouse trilogy Halloween.
It is a nice. I actually think that's like a nice collection.
But I don't know. I haven't decided.
I'm just waiting.
It's a lot of money to put up front.
It was what, $220 or $240 or something.
Which
like that.
I mean, it equals out to like $40 a movie, which is normal, but still, it's like all at once for something you don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys order it yet or no?
I pre-ordered mine through Zavi.
Okay.
So it's one of those, I don't have to pay for it yet. As a, like, if the last resort, okay, I see it and I want it, but everywhere else sells out, then, at least I have that.
I thought about doing that, but I just couldn't do it.
Do you guys think that the Beyond's going to get released anytime soon, or are they just going to keep edging me till?
No, I'm sure, dude. I'm with you, Steven. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. And The Descent too. That's another 4K. That's
another one. Yeah, I really that one's. I can totally see a line. I think that's Lionsgate. I can see a Lionsgate limited for that too. Maybe.
I'll be honest. I hope not, because I haven't been really a fan of a lot of their stuff, except that Den of Thieves box set was pretty sweet.
What if they did something
not
like
a fan
that
of those movies?
Well, I mean, of Den of Thieves.
What is that?
What you're talking about? Yeah, I'm just talking about the artwork. The design, I think, is really cool. The idea of it being in the safe. It's still cool. It's something to hold it, Brian. Come on.
No, I know. No, it's funny you say that, because I was designing. I don't know if I showed it to you. I was designing a box with my Ocean's 11 trilogy that was like a safe that opened.
I think we were talking about that, and
yeah.
You need to get all mechanical with it, with a key and everything. That's what you should do.
Well, the thing I have now, it locks. Like, it's got the old school turn volt, and you turn it one way and it locks it, and then it.
Dude, that's so cool.
But part of it's 3D printing, and I haven't reset up my 3D printer since I moved.
How about let's see, The Fly, the 4K of The Fly? That'd be really cool. I know we've talked about this before, but yeah, I think The Fly. Huh?
Dude, I really hope Mary Lou comes out this year.
Oh, okay. I didn't know when we were going to get into this, but talk about a bombshell of announcements. It was like a wave of all these movies that I've been waiting for.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was like, dude, I think that they like set the bar so high for the rest of the year with releases.
Fright Night 2.
Yep.
Dude, last year with them doing Trick or Treat, and now them announcing this, Red Shirt Productions is doing this. It's probably going to be another similar situation. I know it will be, like with Trick or Treat with these releases.
Bro, there is. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's on YouTube. I actually downloaded it because the quality is so good. But there are a few moments you can tell, okay, AI was a part of this. Somebody ripped an HD or a 4K version of Prom Night 2. It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free. And it looks, because I watched like it on streaming or something to compare to, and I'm like, oh my God, this is not a where did this transfer come from? Because but you can see in some moments, you can tell like this denoise and somebody homemade their AI, but it looks the best I've ever seen the movie. And you can watch it on YouTube for free.
That's badass.
Yeah, but I'm so, because I didn't like Prom Night, the first one, bored the crap out of me. But that second one, no.
Released yet, or
I think I was it CHH or somebody else was talking about it where they were like, Prom Night 1 doesn't, but 2, 3, and 4 got announced. I think it's like a different studio or something. Like it's a right. I have no
I
idea.
think Synapse.
I thought Prom Night was on it. I could be wrong, but I thought I saw it.
Or maybe it's wrong. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Prom Night 1, so I don't know.
Prom Night 2 is a lot better than the first one.
Brian, what about all the American Pies that are coming out through 88 Films?
Oh, you know that's don't get me started on that. I don't even care that that the other ones aren't 4K yet because I feel like they're coming. I don't know why they're just releasing.
Now that I got a region-free Blu-ray, take it all. Dude, it's about to get expensive.
Oh no!
You're off to the bakery now, Jordan.
Dude, no. Now I have no limits. It's bad.
Be careful, man. You're playing with fire.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was so happy that I was able to watch my Urban Legend box set from 88 Films. I was fine because that I couldn't bypass it, to save my life. And then so I was finally able to watch it. And I forgot it had Robert Englund, had Brad Dourif in it. Completely forgot about all of them.
Dude, importing does so much to save your collection that people don't even realize. I mean, I have some that never came to Blu-ray here. Like I have The Cave from 2005 or 6. I have the German Blu-ray and it looks fantastic. And
there's there's a Japan release of Song of the South on Blu-ray. It's a nice box set, dude. I want that so bad. It's on Amazon. I think it's like $50 to get it sent here.
Really?
Yeah, I might do it.
What else do I got a cool I got a Blu-ray of Volcano too.
Okay.
Because that Blu-ray is super out of print here in the US.
Speaking of volcanoes, did you guys pre-order Dante's Peak?
No, because they keep pushing it back. I'm just gonna go pick it up in stores.
I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah, at this point.
I'm looking forward to that. Daylight comes out tomorrow. Did anyone pick up that from Kino?
I've actually never seen that one, to be honest.
I might. With Kino titles, I don't wait too long, but I'm okay with waiting a little longer after release for Kino titles.
Yeah, I'm hardly ever day one with Kino.
Yeah.
Sorry for Vice.
Jeff in the comments, Volcano is from Fox, so just FYI, I think.
Oh, here. We'll see, because now that Sony's doing all the Fox titles, which that big announcement, and there really hasn't been anything.
Yeah, we'll get a $60 steelbook of Volcano.
Hey, we need a steelbook of Tombstone. What they need to do is they need to reprint the Blu-ray. Have you seen the Blu-ray steelbook for Tombstone?
I've seen it, but
What?
No, I've just said I've seen it. I've never. I don't know it. Yeah.
Another one I want to get is Lake Placid. I want to see that.
Another Fox one.
Yep. I know.
Getting 4K. Is that what you're saying?
No, I hope, but like you said,
I hope. I just upgraded that to Blu-ray from Shout. I think their last sale, like a few months ago, because I was holding out. And then once it clicked that it was Fox, I was like, I'm just going to get the Blu-ray just in case.
By Anaconda and Lake Placid.
I think that's Sony. Anaconda, I feel we're going to get. They're remaking it with Jack Black and fucking.
I didn't hear about
Ant-Man.
this.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, they're remaking Anaconda with Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
so I don't know how I feel about that, but hopefully to promote it, we get the 4K of the movie. I just want a standalone edition of the second one on Blu-ray. Only way to get that is 88 Films is the only people that put the second one, Blood Orchard, which I think is actually a good movie. They have like a box set, a 4-movie box set on Blu-ray from the Anacondas.
Dude,
but that second one never got a Blu-ray standalone.
88 Films, they have some of the best box sets. Like some of their older box sets like with I Know What You Did Last Summer, those box sets.
Did
I think they're
88
phenomenal.
do?
Yeah, they did I think yeah, they did. I Know What You Did Last Summer box sets, and it had all the movies.
They're quietly a really good label.
Yeah, them and 101 Films. It's another one that
Mhm.
I don't hear a lot.
101, yeah. 101
Dude.
puts out a lot of great titles. They just don't put anything in the packaging. I think if they put more in the packaging, they would be way up there. But
Well,
their
like
films,
their Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2. I
Oh,
love that
hell
movie.
yeah.
That one, Alligator 1 and 2,
Ghost Watch.
Ghost Watch, The Stone Tape. I mean, those are some awesome box sets they've got. But I agree with you that there's not a lot in them, extras wise.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, that's another one. Or like The Last Broadcast. That didn't have a lot, in there, but Last Broadcast, that's another great one too. Trying to look at my 101 film movies. I think that's all I have. I only have five 101 film titles.
I think I only have the Never Sleep Again Blu-ray from them.
Oh, really?
I think that's it. Yeah.
And I was looking, Anchor Bay. There's another cool one. I'm excited to see what they're going to do moving forward a little bit.
Did you pick up any of their?
Yeah.
I know that they had a
Anchor
couple-
Bay's got so many titles.
I just hope they bring back some of the stuff,
Same.
like the like Sleepaway Camp, that like first aid kit set.
That was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That one, I just got the second one from Sandpiper. I didn't get the third one just because I don't like the third one, but there are rumors that a 4K is coming of that, but it's just rumor, so I don't know.
Are they? Is it just literally just the movie, and that's all you get? I mean,
It looked like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very bare bones.
Okay.
But at this point, I'll take bare bones to have it in the collection versus paying $200 for a Shout Factory out of print
Right.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, no, thank
Like,
you.
yeah, no, thank you, at all.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
I'll take what
release?
Sandpiper's doing.
I wonder who's going to put out 2 and 3, or well, any of them for that matter, because I'd love to see those on 4K.
Does Shout still have the
I was gonna
rights to
say
them?
Shout might have the rights, yeah,
They
or will get it. I don't know.
yeah. Well, it'll be interesting because for a while they were losing a lot, and then Fade to Black. They just dropped that 4K out of nowhere.
Is
Which I
that
was
a
not
first time
expecting.
4K, or because didn't that just get released a year ago or two? But was that Blu-ray or was that 4K?
It was Blu-ray through Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh, okay.
But I love that
So
Vinegar
I
Syndrome
remember
release
people
so
got
much.
excited for that one when it came out, but I couldn't remember if it was just a Blu-ray or not.
I don't know if that's like a movie that I feel the need to necessarily jump to 4K. I mean, I think that the Blu-ray is really nice.
It is
I don't
nice.
know.
I love that movie. So, I really hope they knock it out of the park, do, a lot of special features with that one.
What about did you guys get the Reanimator box set? Is that already pre-ordered for you guys?
I did.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. That one was a day one for me.
Did you get the big box or did you just get which option did you get?
So,
Jordan?
you have the biggest one that comes like the bobblehead. The post. I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
So I got the one right below it. And that's like, it's still the box set, just didn't come with all the like extra stuff. And like the
Was that
potential
like the $80 one or?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm looking at.
potentially could get a signed Barbara Crampton signed poster, which would be cool, but I don't think it's worth it to gamble, spending over $100.
She's promoting the crap out of that. She probably signed thousands of fucking posters in there. I don't know.
Mhm.
Like, watch everybody get the signed poster.
even if you get the standard one.
Yeah, we had extras. Just, here you go.
Yeah, extras, yeah. I can totally see that.
That's funny.
Did you guys see that? I know it was like in an article, but I thought it was interesting. Killers of the Flower Moon. I guess Apple has like no interest in releasing that on a format like for physical media. I'm like, that's kind of wild to me. Like a Martin Scorsese movie is just going to be trapped on, like a movie of his is going to be trapped like on streaming essentially.
I still have not seen that movie.
I haven't seen it either. I thought that movie did in like France or something, but it was a region locked 4K.
Yeah, that's the only release I've seen for it, but I don't know. It's kind of wild.
I could see Criterion doing that one.
I think that
Yeah, I
they had
could
a
too,
book
actually.
about it.
Mm-hmm. I want to see them do that because The Irishman, I think that one
Just
they
came
put
out on
out,
Blu-ray.
but it's only on Blu-ray, which I was
That's
surprised.
that's why I haven't got it yet, because I'm like,
I haven't gotten it either.
Criterion's doing that where they're re-releasing a lot of their older stuff, so I'm
They need to
kind
put
of
out some
debating
newer
on.
titles. Like what? I just don't feel like a lot of the titles that Criterion's announced more recently have like really tipped the needle. It's like what you guys are talking about. It's either they're like re-releases in 4K, or they like some, and not that I'm like knocking it, but they're more like these really obscure movies. I'm like, I've never heard of them. I'm not super familiar with them. Doesn't really do anything for me, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you, they caught lightning in a bottle with Anora.
Yeah.
Especially after all those announcements or all the accolades it won.
I wonder if they're gonna add the accolades to the artwork.
I hope not. I was telling Brian, I if you put it like as a hype sticker, that's fine, and you could choose to,
or at least on the back, or put it on the back.
Maybe on the back. I don't want them to touch the front.
No.
I need the front as is. Brian, you don't understand. Don't distract me.
Don't distract you from that.
All right, come on now.
I think the last one I was like hyped for was like when After Hours came out, and that was like a year ago, maybe more.
Yeah, that was about a year ago. Yeah.
I was hyped for what was it? You Just Got It. No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, that's another one.
That was a pre-order for me, and there's a Criterion, but that one I didn't care about. Waiting, I was okay with paying full price. I love that movie. Just the audio and the Foley work in that movie is phenomenal. It's so good. The scene where he goes in and into the gas station, flipping the coin scene.
With the coin, yeah.
Just that when he has the crumbled up wrapper and puts it on the ground and it opens up and you can hear all the little intricate. I don't know. I can nerd out about that stuff. I think it's really cool.
I want the king of comedy. I keep saying that, but I just feel like that feels like a Criterion film through and through.
Everyone thought that was Dressed to Kill, or not Dressed to Kill. Last Kiss Goodnight's announcement.
That it was the stupidest effing tease ever, because she wears the jacket for like one scene and it's not important to the movie at all. You know what they should have done to really tease that movie? And they didn't even do a box set. Usually, don't they tease the box? Well, no, because they didn't do that with, I guess, the Jason movies that they tease aren't box sets; they're just the slipcover ones.
Yeah, but with those, I think those are high caliber enough titles too, where they can justify.
Yeah,
but
I don't. I think with the Long Kiss Goodnight, they should have had like hair dye or something, like hair dye running into a faucet or something.
Oh, Risky Business. That's another one. Yes.
That's one I'm getting in July. That's a July. That's like one of the first July ones I'm getting.
Dude, it's that one's great.
I would put so I'd say After Hours, Risky Business, and No Country for Old Men would probably be my top three, like most recent Criterion releases. I swear for that Arrow tease, I saw people on Reddit talking about like it's Casino on 4K. I'm like, I don't think it is.
Casino.
Yeah, because I think
what's Casino?
I think it wasn't the red suit that was in the Arrow tease.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see people say Casino.
I'm like, guys, I think you're getting your hopes up. That doesn't feel like. I mean, I don't know about you guys. That doesn't really strike me as an Arrow title to begin with.
Yeah, I really like the Thelma and Louise, not 4K.
See, I hope this Anora one is like that one, because all it says is Digibook. So I'm hoping it's kind of like the Thelma and Louise.
Oh, it's a Digibook.
Oh,
it says Digibook.
I didn't know that. Okay,
which scares me because
was it Train Spotting Dad?
Yeah, I was about to say Train
Oh,
Spotting is a digibook too, and that I'm
That
like, God, they
artwork
don't mess
got
this up.
dragged through the coals. I remember when that one came out.
It's like this thin, like it's flimsy.
Mhm.
It's
yeah,
I've
no.
seen it in person. I'm like, I can't buy this.
It is that was a 4K, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was a 4K.
Which
Yeah.
I'm
I never
shocked
bought it.
because like I could see their Blu-rays, like Eraserhead's really thin. But
Mhm.
I figure, oh, that's their new thing. The bigger ones are going to be the 4Ks. Are going to get all the extra stuff in there, but
Actually,
really
the
not.
Train Spotting Blu-ray is a normal case and much better packaging than the 4K for Train
Wasn't there a
Spotting.
really?
steelbook too? Didn't they do a four? I know I don't think it's Criterion, but didn't they do a steelbook for like the 4K of Train Spotting?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did a
that was a
steelbook.
different. Yeah. Which I'm probably gonna pick that one up.
I don't
Heat.
know if Heat is on
No,
Criterion.
I don't
I
think
don't
it
think
is.
Heat is Criterion. I don't think Heat. Criterion like what do I gotta get? Honora is July day one. Risky Business. I still need to get Princess Bride on 4K.
Oh, I don't have that one either.
Inland
I
Empire.
keep holding off on that one.
There's an Asian cinema one that I really want to with Michelle Yeoh. It's weird Criterion put it out, but the Heroic Trio Executioners or
Mm,
something double feature that looks really good. And then probably Thief.
yep.
Thief. Yeah. I'll probably get that one in July with Honora.
You know what I would love to see? I'm pretty sure they don't have the rights, but I would love to see Manhunter on 4K. I think who was it? Scream Factory had it, right? For the Blu-ray, but now it's like out of print, crazy expensive. Someone's got to put it out. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
There's
One
another Criterion one that I'm probably going to just get the Studio Canal one for Virgin Suicides. Only
Okay.
because I like the artwork a little better on the Studio Canal one, but the Studio Canal one's on a 100 GB disc, where the Criterion's only on a 66.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to get it's an older one, but Antichrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one of
Has
these
Willem
days. That's a
Dafoe and
movie
stuff.
for me that only lives by the opening scene.
Was that Criterion?
It's a Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Blu-ray.
I saw Drugstore Cowboy. They have that on I think 4K. That was another one that I was like, I might be kind of tempted to pick that up.
Color of Money. Yeah, Color of Money needs a 4K. By far, it needs a 4K.
Willem Dafoe's the man.
Yeah, I want to see, and I'm probably way off. They might have it out, but the Boondock Saints. That's
Dude,
one I want.
That never got a
is that
4K.
That's Miramax, so that those rights are probably spread out. Or I don't know who really owns the Miramax.
But I'll tell you that I love that movie. Speaking of Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I even like the second one. I know people hate on the second one, but ding dong, motherfucker, ding dong. I fucking love the second one.
We need a 4K release of those two. For sure.
Yeah, give me a double pack. I think I heard rumors that they're working on a third one, but I don't believe it.
What about a lot of people are talking now Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, the original, because that's got its anniversary this year, and I'm thinking it's going to be Arrow because it's Miramax and the Paramount. Okay,
So
because it's New Line, and Arrow's doing a lot of New Line right now.
yeah, but wouldn't you think maybe because Umbrella, because that release they did of that was kind of underwhelming, and I feel like they would do an amazing like a trilogy of their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I want the trilogy, even though I don't like the third Ninja Turtles. If you're gonna do 1 and 2, do the third one and just give me a triple pack. Don't do it individually. But I also don't want a Mexico trilogy where we get 2 Blu-rays and 1 4K.
I could see the first one staying a Blu-ray, but the other two, yeah.
How would y'all feel? Let me ask you this, and I'm only asking this because they're doing it with the Jason movies, and Arrow doesn't. There's no rhyme or reason to how they pick them, but how would y'all feel if TMNT got an Arrow just slipcover edition and not a chunky box?
Oh, I would be furious. The fact that they didn't do Trick or Treat as a chunky box still boggles my mind.
And they're not doing. I like how they're doing the Friday the Jason to help with their uniform, but I was like, dude, those I'm shocked those aren't chunky boxes either.
Yeah. Jeff said something I want to touch on, but the umbrella, I just think do a TMNT trilogy and like have the box be like a pizza box. There's just so many great things you can do with that. Or like a turtle shell looks like a shell.
Or something with the sewer or something, or the ooze canisters, like something. Well, that's the second one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like you could do so much with that. I think I totally agree, Jeff. I think the first one, I don't even know. Did the third one never got a Blu-ray? I don't even think Friday After Next got a Blu-ray. The first one is rumored to be getting a 4K this year. It was on the Warner Brothers one.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think the third one even got a Blu-ray.
I have a question because I was looking at like Platinum Dunes, for example. So they put out Friday the 13th, 2009 reboot. So does that mean then that Arrow has access to the rights for movies that fall under that specific studio, or like how does that work?
Well, here's what I
don't know,
think.
but we need the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2013 on 4K.
I agree. I think it's hard to tell, especially now that Cliff McMillan's over at Arrow now. That dude works wonders how he gets some of the titles. So, I mean, who knows, I think, if they have access to more Platinum Dude titles. You know what I mean?
There's just so many movies that I feel like need, like Texas Chainsaw 2003. I feel like I would love to see Cabin Fever in 4K, or at least like, not necessarily 4K, but just like a nice edition.
I heard that Eli Roth titles were going to be coming in 4K.
Yeah, I heard Hostel, right? Well, yeah, but those aren't Platinum Dunes, I don't think.
No. I was just saying like movies that came out around that kind of in that same.
Well, I was talking on because a lot of more Eli Roth titles are coming, especially with the popularity that Thanksgiving had. That I can see them jumping over to Cabin Fever and getting that as well.
Didn't Last House on the Left got a remake, got a 4K from Arrow?
They got it was a slipcover one.
That's not one that I feel like needs to box that, to be honest. Like I appreciate like the release for what it is, but I don't know.
Speaking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jordan, I just noticed this today. I was talking to somebody. I saw like a picture online. I was going through. You know how Orbit will post their like new or their restocks, and you just see the spines. Arrow's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Amazing front artwork. Amazing. Probably one of the best front artworks. But that spine is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It literally will look like Texas Chainsaw Massacre this big on a all black. Like y'all went so hard on the front. I'm like, what did y'all do with the spine? Y'all could have made that text like twice as big. It just looks so small on the spine.
Arrow's a boutique label that releases movies. So like
Arrow Video, So Arrow Video did
like Deep Blue Sea.
The Deep Blue Sea, and
throw up that cruising. Jordan, I know you got it over there.
Oh, hold on, let me get it.
The faux leather. That's like the Arrow experience.
The faux leather. I think it's funny how I haven't seen Cruising yet. I tried to watch the trailer on YouTube and I couldn't even get the trailer.
Cruising.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got that kind of texture feel on it.
Okay, hold on. But do you guys? I know that obviously you guys have some of their newer releases. Do you miss like the hardcover boxes that they used to do? Because I feel like that was like a little bit more like premium feeling versus these are nice, but I like a lot of the Dario Argento.
Give me an example.
Like,
I-
are you talking like before they did the slip? So it was just this
like the
hard
wild,
slip?
like the Wild Things one, and
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Red.
Carrie, Candyman, Carlito's Way, all of those.
Yes.
yeah, I do like those better. I think their quality went down when they went to the slip covers. Personally, I think though Conan's got a no. Does Conan have a slip on top?
No, no.
Uh, no.
No,
But to
like
answer his question, yeah, they'll add like sometimes they'll bring back some of the actors, the director for new interviews, video
yeah. They
essays.
usually recycle old archive footage from older releases.
Yeah, they'll bring all the old existing ones. Sometimes they'll put in new stuff, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
The well, they've like so Psycho, that collection, the 4K collection of Psycho, that technically has a slip, but it's like it's not like what the ones we have now. It's like this hard plastic slip that gives it
Yeah.
the shower curtain look.
Yeah, I remember seeing that one. That's a cool.
Yeah.
I like that design.
Mm-hmm. But I think my favorite Arrow is the Hellraiser box sets.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
That's up there. That and that's tough. That or Psycho. They're both
Psycho.
unique in their own way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Back to the. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I wonder if we'll get any like box sets that are kind of almost similar in vein to either of those two, because those are like I'd probably put them top of my collection as far as box sets go.
What did you guys think of the Crimson Peak box set?
I never got it.
Didn't get it because I didn't like the movie.
Okay. The movie, I liked it. I also liked the idea that it was supposed to be Del Toro. Yeah, it was Del Toro's Haunted Mansion that he never got to make.
Mm-hmm. Jeff at John Doe says the Chucky box set. I would say yes, except for I've seen so many that are just they messed up the artwork. It's not aligned, and that would bug me.
Well, and the booklet in there, it's like jammed in there to where it's not a perfect fit. It's like
warps.
Yeah. They forced it in there,
and you get and you get all on 4K except for the first one.
I wonder if we'll get
for which one? Oh yeah,
for Child's Play. Yeah, the first one's not on 4K. The first one's just Blu-ray, and then all the rest.
I'm happy. I have the Blockbuster box sets, like outer box for all the Scream Factory ones. So I'm happy with that. I just need to finish I still need Seed of Chucky, Colton Curse. I have the other ones though.
I have up until 1 through 3 and the Bride. I didn't get the other one.
That's what I have. I have Bride up to Bride.
I'm fine with that. Those are the ones that I really, really like a lot, anyways. So
I just have the Walmart DVD box or the box set. So
yeah, I did. I have the Hellraiser or the Pinhead and the Chatterer one.
Oh,
damn. Yeah, that went down. What are your thoughts of that going down to $50 recently?
For what? The Hellraiser box set?
For the Hellraiser one. Yeah, it was on sale for $50 like 2 weeks ago.
It's not, I think I paid for mine and I got them. Mine are the UK releases, and I think I paid mine for like $60 or $70. I didn't pay a lot for mine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. One I will say though, what I do like about the UK ones is on the spine, it doesn't have the Paramount logo at the bottom on the UK's. It's just Hellraiser on the side with the Arrow logo up top. But the US ones have the Paramount logo on the spine.
Oh, interesting. So, okay.
Yeah. So the UK ones to me have like that cleaner look.
Paramount probably wasn't the distributor for the UK one.
Probably.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was because when they first announced, or was it when they first announced it or when they first released, I did a comparison because I wasn't sure and I was searching, watch people unbox it, and yeah, it had the logo. Mine don't.
That's interesting. I feel like I don't know. I'd be interested to see if they have like something like that they're working on that's like similar in like quality to like that or the Psycho box set, maybe just like a group of films that maybe we're not expecting, but
they need to hurry up and release the Porky trilogy because they've teased it.
We were talking about that.
Arrow did.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Arrow
didn't
did,
know
but
they
I think it
teased
was.
it.
But Porky's is Fox, I think. So this might have been right before the merger. But they released a picture with like four squares, and it was, I think 2 of the 4 have already been released. One was Chucky, one was something else. I can't remember what it was, but 2 of them have already been released. And then you see the little peephole for Porky's, and they already did a Porky's Blu-ray Steelbook like years ago and all that. Which I was gonna get, but I just don't like the artwork. So I'm hoping they do a trilogy, or at least the first one on 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I want to see. Here's what I want. I want Saw, the Saw franchise, to stop making movies, so we can get an awesome, complete like boutique box set.
Yep.
I think that would be great.
That movie went so far; they're gonna reboot the franchise in a couple years and start all over.
I don't know, dude. I think they're gonna revisit that because of the kind of rebranding, not reimagine. You know what I mean? The resurgence of Final Destination. I think they'll revisit and bring the 4Ks out for that.
At least for the first couple, because I feel like that's another one that they haven't. I mean, it was on Blu-ray, but I haven't seen anything for like a possible 4K coming up.
I haven't either. Isn't the first one the only one on 4K?
They don't even think that's on 4K. I thought it was all just Blu-ray.
I think it's Blu-ray.
I could have sworn the first one had a 4K, but I could be wrong. But I'm surprised at least 2 doesn't yet.
What were you saying, Steven, about Saw? Earlier, you were starting to say something about Saw.
Yeah, I mean, I know the first one's on 4K, but I would like to see at least maybe some of the other sequels. You know, because I mean,
I thought we were talking about Saw the whole time. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. The first one. Okay, okay. So yeah. No, the first one's on. No, I'm totally agree with Steven. Yeah,
Saw. They've got the 4K for the first one and 10,
and that's it, right?
Yeah, but we need 2.
Yeah, 2 and 3. Give me 2 and 3.
Yeah, 2.
Those are the only 3 I need.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! You don't want to like all the sequels past the first 3?
No, Donnie Wahlberg. It ends with Donnie Wahlberg. I only own the first 3, and I'm still so old school. I have the full screen DVDs with like the clear slipcover case.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
On DVD.
Did they have one with like the teeth on it? If I remember,
the teeth is the third one. The first one's the saw. The second one's the 2 fingers. I think the third one's the teeth hanging. Yeah, so I have those 3. That's about it.
The one that I was like, I thought, okay, this is going a little far, a little too much. What was the one? And they at the end they have the device that sits on their neck, and the lasers shoot up in the air, and it comes down. And that's, I forget which one that is.
It would have been like 8 or 9 or something.
I remember seeing that. I was like, come, or the one where the 2 guys are dating the same girl. And they're in the public square, and she's hanging, and they have to choose what they're going to do.
I'm so happy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Was that the one that had Chester Bennington in it?
Oh, dude, where they super glued his back to the car?
I'm like, okay, like don't get me wrong. I'm like, I like Linkin Park, but this wasn't. I didn't need this crossover. You know, it just felt like that's kind of when you start losing me a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, what was the one? I think it was 3. Where was it 3? Where it was the first one where they had the first one with a group of people was the second one, but it was the other one where they all had to work together, and it was the scene where they all were on the chokers, and they had to go get the key. You guys remember that one?
Which one?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking
the third one.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering. Is it the third? Because it was the one. The whole idea of the end was if they all worked together, they could have done it, but they all like sacrifice each person for each trap. Is it 6? Oh my God.
Remember.
I don't know, but I just remember, And there was a scene where they had to put their hand in this like trap where the saw would go up their hand to fill a canister with blood enough to fall to let them out. No,
They never had good, they never had a good ending for any of them.
I don't know that the first one. Ending.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I just mean like I guess the outcome for each of their like the victims in it. It's like no matter what, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like if you're participating in like any of these traps for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Well, those are all Lionsgate. So
no, wait, no, the third one. The one, hold up, I'm trying to figure this out because there's so many. The third one is the one where Donnie Wahlberg comes in with his son, right?
Second one. Isn't that the second one? Second one's Donnie Wahlberg with his son.
No, I'm so lost. I need to rewatch these movies because they're
honestly, same. I get 2 and 3 confused.
We should do a power ranking.
2's the one where she put her hands in the needles, right?
Yeah. Yes. Well, no, she gets thrown into the needles.
Or is that the one where she goes to sticks her hand in like the box?
Yeah,
like,
that one.
Like,
yeah,
her hands in the cookie jar, except it's like glass.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeff was saying Donnie is on part 3. So was that the one? That was the one where you find him hanged and he's on the block of ice. Was that him where he has him on a noose and he's on the block of ice?
I don't remember.
Whatever. I don't know.
I need to rewatch it, but those are Lionsgate. And honestly, I can see with how they do their clear slips and based off what the VHS packages did, I could see Lionsgate doing cool, like double artwork with.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah. I gotta. This is getting ridiculous. Well,
yeah, you're
Jeff.
all right.
Apparently, you know which one is 3. I need
I remember them by the kills. The kills are like that's how I keep them like apart because there's like other than the first one, there's very distinct kills that happen in each movie.
Well, there's one where the guy each one of his limbs are in that device that twists and they twist off each limb.
I don't remember which one it is, but it's like it's so uncomfortable to sit through that.
I think the worst one for me was the guy he goes in and someone he works with, she's got the key and a fish hook down in her throat and she can't scream over a certain decibel. So he has to pull the fish hook out of the mouth. That gets me every time. Watch it. You guys will see.
I did a rewatch when the most recent one was like about to be released. My wife and I went to see it. I went back and watched them, but it's so hard to keep them like
okay. Saw 3 is the one where the guy gets his arms twisted and stuff. I'm looking it up.
What's that? Which one is the shotgun collar? Isn't that one of the?
I think that's 3 too. It looks like the same guy, right?
The earlier one. That's the earlier ones.
Yeah, and that's the one where they had to do the brain surgery. That whole scene.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
You remember that one, Brian?
A lot of chaos at the end.
No.
Yeah, and when he takes the saw and just kills Jigsaw.
That's it.
And then that's when his wife has that's right. His wife has the shotguns on her collar because John's heart rate drops and it kills her.
Spoiler to anyone who hasn't seen any of these.
Look, the movie's been out for how many years?
Yeah, like 20-something years.
Come on now.
Statute of Limitations. The last thing I remember saw was when they did like a flashback with Jigsaw and just put him in a backwards hat or something, and he's still like 70 years old.
Automatically tries to pass as a younger guy because he has a backwards hat on.
Yeah.
That's what I try to do.
He said he can't do anymore. Not because he can't or won't. He doesn't feel like. Well, what did he say? Because he's so much older, it wouldn't make sense or something for the story for him to do. Can continue.
I mean, unless he like, has other people do it for him.
Yeah. John says a backward hat is part 5. Jeff is like the fucking Saw expert over here.
Man,
That's funny.
yeah.
Good
Do y'all
times.
think like Final Destination? I see people in the chat talking about that. Do you think that's going to just get an individual, or they're going to do like a box, like a pack?
I feel like they're going to do a pack, kind of like what they're doing with. I mean, maybe not as elaborate as a steelbook, but a
Yeah, but
collection.
do they do a trilogy, or do they do like a whole? Because that's another one that went off the rails after a certain
Wait,
They
point.
might
With
as
Final Destination, it ends at 3. Like, I
okay,
don't do
that's what I
4
was
or
going to
5.
ask. Isn't the story kind of self-contained within those first 3? It's been
Yeah,
forever.
because the third one doesn't it. The third one ends where the first one begins, right? It does like a roundabout in the subway.
I honestly don't remember. I remember the carnival because I really like the third one. That's the one with Mary Lewis
Third one was
or
my
whatever.
favorite. That I love the
Yeah,
third one. That's one, yeah, where she
the
has
girl
the
with the tanning bed
premonitions
and
from
then
the photos.
the permanent. Yeah. I don't even remember. The second one's when they went to Europe, right?
Yes, that wasn't that the ending where the dude's grilling and it blows up.
I don't even remember.
That's funny.
But yeah, I think those are rumored, or that at least the first one's rumored to come out this year.
I feel like it's overdue.
Yeah.
I
Like
feel
you
like toward
said.
the end of this year, we're gonna get a lot of bangers. I feel like once after summer hits, I feel like we're just gonna get bombarded with titles.
On the
Especially
third one,
coming around Halloween. Oh yeah.
how about on the third one? Talk about kills. The do you remember the nail gun in
I
the
was gonna
hardware
say
store?
the 2 things I remember the most about the third one is the tanning bed and the nail gun scene.
That movie is why I don't work out, because you know the scene where they're all the football teams and they're working out.
Jordan was never the same again.
Nope, I'm done. Not lifting weights anymore.
2 was the one with the truck, right?
The truck, yes.
With the
Yes.
which
With
truck?
the
'Cause
trees
there's
in the back of the truck.
okay.
Yeah.
That movie, that's the one, and I don't know why this always sticks out to me, but when the mom and the son are in the car and the water bottle falls right below the brake, and that always scared me. And so even to this day, I think about that, about dropping something like a water bottle or something down at the feet of my car every time.
Jordan's like, I haven't drove since.
And that's why I don't drive anymore. I don't work out and I don't drive. I'm a potato.
I just straight up don't leave my house anymore.
Jordan's like, I don't leave the house.
No.
Oh, so
if we learn one thing about Final Destination, death will find a way to get you.
That's funny.
I don't remember. Was Tony Todd in the sequels? It's been so long since I've seen those.
He's in one of them at least, right?
He's in I know he's in the first one for sure because I just watched
He
it.
is?
Yeah.
I need to rewatch him then, because I don't remember that.
Totally forgot he was a Wishmaster too. I watched that yesterday. I was like, dude, this is just
Wishmaster. Wishmaster cracks me.
You know what else Tony Todd's in?
The Rock.
Rock.
I don't like
everything comes full circle to The Rock.
What's that?
What did you say, Steven?
Oh no, I was saying everything comes full circle to The Rock.
To The Rock, yeah. That's like one of the few like big non-horror movies I've ever seen Tony Todd in.
He was in Hatchet too, wasn't he?
I mean, and that's why I don't take showers anymore.
Oh, doesn't leave the house, doesn't shower, and doesn't go to the gym anymore.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Just go to Jeff.
Jeff's our moderator over here.
I know.
Seriously.
I feel like Jeff's got like a whole whiteboard for all the saw kills.
I'm about to give him a.
He's Googling everything right now for us.
He's our guy in the chair.
The guy in the chair.
The guy in the chair. He's the producer that pops into podcasts like every now and then, just like says something and then leaves.
Yep. You ask for his feedback here and there. He just chimes in.
I'm totally not Googling. I know. Jeff's Amish. He doesn't know what Google is, so he's not allowed to have it.
So for the red shirt announcements, do you guys think that those are most likely going to happen this year? Because I also know they have another one in the works. Hunter's Blood's supposed to be coming out too.
I thought they said Fright Night 2 was definitely not coming out this year. That's what I thought. I saw that one was definitely coming out 2026. But
I think the first two, all the other ones, the Prom Night 3, 4, 5, and those are probably not this year.
Well, and 2, I was watching Christian. He was doing a video, and he brought out, I think it was him. Was it him? I think it was him who basically said, "Look, it's really only one guy at Red Shirt doing all the work."
Yeah, I think.
And Synapse is like 2 guys.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
isn't it? Over at Red Shirt.
But for one guy to do like what he did with Trick or Treat is amazing.
That's an undertaking. And remember how long that was talked about for? I was like so scared this wasn't going to deliver, or that it was just going to keep having like delays on the release date. Hey, came through.
Well, that's similar to The Hitcher with Second Sight.
True.
That got announced for so long. And now we're waiting on Possession.
Yeah, that one I'm excited for.
Mm-hmm.
Were we talking? I think I don't know who's releasing it, but I know Garrett mentioned that Black Roses is supposed to be either, I don't know if it's a 4K or Blu-ray that's supposed to be coming up, but that's another one that I'd be really curious to see who ends up releasing that.
I've never seen that one.
Neither have I.
I don't know. I feel like they did so well with Trick or Treat that he should have enough money to do something big now with
or hire someone.
Yeah,
help them out.
Sinners. I'm excited for Sinners. My only thing is I feel like that last trailer showed the whole movie.
I'm hoping not. That's what I'm hoping.
Like legit.
Are they supposed to be like zombies or like vampires?
No, they're vampires.
Vampires,
yeah. It's Ryan Coogler. It's shot on IMAX. It looks like it's gonna look amazing, but I feel like the trailer spoiled a little too much. I don't think we needed the reveal of Haley Steinfeld as a vampire. As a vampire at the very end. And then you see it's like twin brothers. So yeah.
Oh, soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Streaming. We're on a StreamYard right now, right?
Yeah. Yep. Nope, not yet. Hopefully, I'm like right there. So hopefully in another.
Oh, are you not monetized yet?
No, not well, because there's two levels now. They broke it up. So I'm not the full like 100%. I'm almost there, but the other one, I just have to hit my watch hour. Mm-hmm.
I'm literally like the longest.
200 or 300 hours away.
Some people think they're like,
what's up?
Like, how do you go about being able to do that then?
It's just, I think you get 3,000 watch hours you have to hit.
Gotcha.
You have to hit certain tiers. So you have to hit like you have to at least have 3 videos uploaded. You have to at least have 500 subscribers. Is it 500 or 1,000? Which are they?
500 for the 500 for the first tier. 500.
Videos. I think it's 1,000 for stories or shorts.
1,000, yeah. So, but that's where you start getting like true monetization, like ad revenue and stuff. Is the 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours. So
yeah. The watch hours is what takes the longest to get, and then once you get monetized, you have to have at least $100 before they'll send you anything.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they won't send you anything less than $100. So if you like get monetized, you're like, oh, cool, but you don't make videos, then it's like, oh, well, it's gonna take you way longer.
Yeah.
No, 3,000, but live videos I think count towards it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's just watch out. Yeah, it's just so if like people they go and rewatch or they missed it and they play it back, that counts.
Yeah.
Everything,
guys.
yeah. For some reason, I
So,
thought you were monetized because I knew you hit the 500, but I guess I forgot about the monetization.
Yeah. Hopefully soon, because I'm past the subs. It's just the monetization that's holding, or the I'm sorry, the watch hours that's holding me up.
How much more do you have left?
Well, right now I have 2,624 public watch hours, but every day I usually get about probably 20 to 30 watch
nice.
hours. But I will say my last video I did of the Panasonic player, that's doing good. So I have a feeling tomorrow it's going to be a lot higher.
That's sick.
Yeah, mine. I think my biggest one
Good
recently
for
was
me,
my.
I should say. Good for me.
Oh, Jeff just hit his first 100. Jeff just hit his first payout.
Nice, Jeff. What are you going to do with it?
Oh yeah,
buy more movies.
He's gonna go blow it all on one umbrella title. That's honestly what I would probably do.
Bro, it's weird how you justify stuff. You're like, okay, I shouldn't buy this, but I made this much on YouTube, which isn't a lot. You're like, I can buy like 1 or 2 movies. You're like, okay, I can justify it right now.
Honestly, my first big purchase I want to make after I start getting monetized is a new lens. I need a new camera lens.
Hell yeah.
That's the plan. Or
that's a lot of watch hours, bro.
I might on the back end throw a little bit of my own in there, but
I'm
gonna get it used. Yeah,
I'm
getting it used.
Get lenses used. When it comes to lenses, get used lenses for sure.
Yeah. That's Brian's thing.
Hey,
I can't.
Nora
I'd get in
was my
trouble.
favorite movie of last year. I've shot a lot of music videos and a lot of strip clubs. That whole opening to Nora was very realistic. Say that. Brought back a lot of nostalgia vibes.
How was your filming of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
My job sucks, I can't complain.
It sounds like it.
They just come into the office all the time.
Oh man, it's terrible.
I'm going to a Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders wedding in May.
You have
she
a plus
wanted
one?
me to film it, and I was like,
"Come on, I'll be your apprentice. You can." I don't know what you would call it in camera work world, but
my bitch.
Hey, you know what? That's fine. I'll do that. All right, guys. Yeah. Well, it's getting late.
Yeah. I have to say, I think you're 2 hours behind me, right? Was it 7:30 there?
What time? Yeah, 7:30. But I still got to eat dinner, and I have a couple movies I got to watch. So,
dude, I've been thinking for the last hour while we've been on the chat what I'm going to eat for dinner, and I'm like,
dude, get some Whataburger.
I almost got Whataburger today, to be honest, but I went to Chick-fil-A.
I've never been to Texas, so
honestly, there's so much things about Texas that people, it's so much tourist stuff. Like, yeah, Whataburger, the big one, but people here don't eat Whataburger every day. Like, Whataburger is expensive, bro. Like,
either that or like I want to go to a good hole in the wall Texas barbecue. Like,
yep,
go to Austin.
Like the Texas Barbecue Monthly. Hit that list.
I'm telling you, Austin has the best food in Texas. The things you need to hit in Texas, definitely go to get barbecue, but the Mexican food.
Now, hey, the Mexican food in California is pretty good too. I'm just telling you right now.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
but
7:30. Look, I get up at 4:30 for work in the morning. So,
damn.
Yeah,
I don't even go to work till 10 o'clock, bro.
Man, that sounds nice. I work construction hours, so.
Oh damn.
But see, but I'm off at 3:30 every
Are
day.
you
So
like on so many? Are you like on so many days and off so many days? Or are you just like 9 to like kind of a
Monday through Friday, but we do like, so normally I work like, I do 9-hour days, so 3:30 or 6 to 3:30.
What do you do for work? I've never asked. You don't have to say live personally. I just asked you a
I
real
don't care.
personal
I work
question.
for an electrical company, solar
Oh, okay.
electrical. Yeah, nothing
Okay.
crazy. So I do that, and I work in the office.
It's
So
funny. I went from like a work at home thing for like 5 years, and all of a sudden we got to be in the office 3 days a week. Fucking sucks. Totally messed
God,
my
that
whole
sounds
schedule.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's awful. I used to only have to go in 1 day a week. Adulting sucks.
I used to work for, it was so nice. I used to work for this company that we're contracted with the state, and we helped with filing unemployment claims. Dude, just work from home, and they would give us a quota, and we'd hit it, and we're like, they're like, okay, just stay on the, I don't know, Microsoft Teams, stay on the Teams chat and just do whatever you want. I was like, dude,
that's how my job is. Every day now, it's like we have to like put in Teams, like what we're doing, and it's like every day I wake up, because what I do with video, I kind of just do my own thing in the company. So it's like, what am I gonna do today? Make some shit up. But yeah, as long as you stay in Teams, you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't miss your day to check in.
Exactly. Not.
Okay.
You don't even know. You don't even know. All the typing I do, dude. Some strong carpal tunnel is what I got.
Oh Lord.
I got carpal tunnel from years of watching American Pie.
I'm sure you did, and it's about to get worse.
Yeah.
Dude, I rewatched Cheeky the other night. Have you ever seen Cheeky?
No, but I saw you got that the release.
Yeah, I got the 4K. Why? I don't know.
I feel like, why do I have to feel like I have to defend myself? I go out into the field and I do stuff. All right.
I don't know why this comment from King's Portals reminded you. Do y'all remember that scene from? Okay, first I got to ask you, Jordan. Have you seen Ocean's 11?
It's been a long time, but yes, I've seen it.
I was about to say, if you said no, I was about to just exit this thing right now. Ocean's 11. There's a scene with Bernie Mac, and he's like trying to get a discount on the truck. So he's trying to strong on this car dealership, and he shakes his hand, and he holds him and goes, "Oh," and he's talking about how soft his hands are and how he uses like gloves when he sleeps and moisturize it, and he's just using it to make the guy uncomfortable to like get him to like give him a lower price on these vans. I don't know why that lady's little soft hands comment made me think of Bernie Mac and Ocean's 11.
That's funny.
I need to marathon that. I could do that tonight.
Yeah. Are you putting Ocean's 8 in it?
I don't hate Ocean's 8. It's the weakest
it wasn't terrible.
So here's the thing. So I'm working. So Jordan, I've been working on box sets. I was working on an Ocean's trilogy box. I was like, should I put 8 in there? It's like, nah, 8 should be separate.
You should not that it's a trilogy, but do an Italian Job slip.
I can do that.
Yeah, Italian Job's a good movie.
Do a double pack for the original and the.
Oh yeah, good.
I'm doing a few they're more Disney ones, but like Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast, it's like gonna be like a double box, 2-box set.
Dude, I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Where you have like the original animated and the live action remake.
That'd be cool. Or dude, you gotta do the Shrek movies.
I didn't even think about that. Shrek would be
dude.
Yeah, make it green. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Shrek movies.
Dude, so I have one that I was gonna do it for Christmas, but I didn't have all the movies yet. I was gonna do a Grinch box, like a trilogy one, but get this like green felt, so it's like fur. The box would be like that Sasquatch umbrella one.
Oh, you're gonna do like the cartoon Jim Carrey and the newest one?
Yeah,
You know what
have it
else
like a
you should
trilogy.
do? Do the Aladdin trilogy, dude. Aladdin, The Return of Jafar, and the Prince of Thieves.
Those don't have. Well, those have. Well, the second and third one have a Blu-ray, but they're in a double pack.
Well, you're already going this far. You might as well make custom cases, like regular snapper cases, or like regular like Amaray cases.
Do like the Rocky set with the separate cases.
Mm-hmm. Something.
See, you know what's funny? I have one coming that I'm just making for me, and it's more of a space saver. The opposite of that, with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay.
So Honey, I Shrunk the Kids has two Blu-rays from Disney. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. But Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves only had the DVD. So to save space, I was just gonna get it in a triple case, 3-movie case, and just make a hard box with the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids trilogy and have all 3 movies in one instead of 2 Blu-rays and 1 DVD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So kind of the reverse effect of just put them all in one. I thought about doing that for the Mighty Ducks because I'm designing a Mighty Ducks one right now too. But I'm debating doing I'm debating how to do it essentially. If I should do, because I don't want everything to be like, because here I have an example. So like the Blockbuster box set, you have the slips and then you have the outer box, right? And it's kind of a lot of space, but there are some, that just come with the movie, then you just have the outer box with just the movies. Kind of like how the Batman came and the Nolan movies came from Amazon and Back to the Future. Yeah. So I'm debating doing it either a smaller box like that to save space, because you get a bunch of big movies. These are gonna take up a lot of space on shelves.
Well, yeah, I have the Halloween one, and it takes up a whole section of my shelf.
Dude, I've been thinking of like the biggest box. I was challenging myself. I was like, what's the biggest box I could make? Like, which has the most movies?
James Bond.
Yeah, no, that would be impossible. That would literally like have to be like how they're doing it with the separating it by bonds kind of a thing.
Yep.
But I was thinking X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
X-Men's got like 23. I think they had like, because you could do Marvel, like one giant, like huge Marvel thing, but where do you end the line? Because Marvel's just always going to continue. Same with X-Men, but you like stop at the Fox X-Men.
Just do the Fox Universe X-Men.
Yeah, you could end it with Deadpool and Wolverine,
I was going to say. Yeah, because that was the ending, kind of the end and the beginning of the next one. The bridge.
Yeah, but that's 23. I think I counted it out, and I was trying to think. I was like, that thing would be huge. That would be bigger than the Halloween one, but I don't think anybody would buy it because it's so fucking big.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to end it on this. What you should do is for your Mighty Ducks, make the box, the jersey.
God damn it. God damn it. You're so fucking smart. Oh my God.
In the back, it says Conway with his number.
You're so fun. That's genius, actually.
The green and yellow jersey.
Dude, do I have a picture of it? So I've been kind of playing around with some. I was making it green, and I haven't been happy with some of it, but kind of the outer box.
Yeah, I think you sent me that one.
Cool.
But I'm telling you, dude.
I'm still debating, but the jersey, I love the jersey idea.
Yeah, do the big outer box, the jersey.
But do I do the white jersey or do I do the green jersey?
You do the green jersey. You have to do the green jersey. And well, hold on.
Each side could be a different jersey.
What you can do is, do something different for the outer box, but each individual slip, the first Mighty Ducks is the green jersey. When you pull out the second slip box, it is the Team USA jersey. And when you get the third box, it is the new redesigned one they did. That's what you do.
That's genius, actually.
Brian, you got a lot to think about tonight.
God damn it. That's a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
That is a
So
really good
because each
idea.
movie you progress in the jerseys. It's perfect.
And like, it'll do like, God damn it. I hate you, Jordan.
Okay.
That's so
Go back to the
good.
drawing board. Come back to me.
Yeah. Because I was going to do the original. I was just going to do the original art on it.
Yep.
But God
Yep.
damn it. I hate don't
And
end
somewhere throwing the Falcons.
I was gonna say put the the enemy's jersey on like the front is the one jersey and the back is the villain. So you have like the Vikings, the Hawks, and the varsity.
Yep. There you go.
God damn it.
All right.
Well, it's like almost 10 o'clock and I'm about to make a pot of coffee because of fucking Jordan.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. So
Did Jeff just call me Brianna?
Brian, you gotta be careful. Jordan's gonna change his mind.
Brianna?
Oh,
Brianna,
all right.
Jeff? Really?
All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. See you all later.
All right. See you guys. Peace.